Ambition is critical.
God.
So he was just doing the conference call and all that. He was just coming back and forth. Just getting nuts, like.
I'd have thought he wouldn't have minded that. Like, you know, I thought he... I don't know how. The way he comes across, I'd have thought he would have loved shit like this. You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
Honestly, yeah, I thought...
You talk to me about boxing, I'll talk all day.
Yeah.
You know, I love boxing. Obviously, I do a bit of comedy work. It's great. It's, you know, I get paid for a ringside seat to something I'd want to watch anyway. Like.
Yeah.
So it's that's a.
Is it tough, like, because you're in the gym and things like that? Is it tough to just find the time? Is that the main problem?
What do you mean now?
You know, because you're training the boys.
Yeah, it's a bit of everything at the moment. It's like my boy, he plays good level rugby, good level football, so he's out and about all the time. And I've run a gym since my dad passed away. I took over his gym and just a successful year last year. I'm hoping for a much better year this year as well. Like, so they take up a lot of my time as well. Like,
that was one of the things I thought we'd fucking talk about at the end, like, but if we fucking talk about it now, I think him taking on the gym, right, is probably one of the best fucking things about your career, in my opinion. Simply because what your old man started in that little fucking tin hut in fucking 40 mile.
That's withstood every,
no, like, you know,
every natural occurrence.
We've had fucking 3 other kids, right? We had Endaf Jones in Bishop Owen sellotaping windows. Thought the windows was going to blow in. And fucking Mario's fucking tin hut survived the fucking lot. You know what I mean? But like, I think that's up there with all the world titles and all the titles we've won, all the fucking knockouts.
I'll be totally honest, Pat. You know, when I get one of my boys, he won a Welsh. I had 5 new novice champions last year. I had 2 boys. I think it was the only gym in Wales with 2 boys in the elite finals. Both youngsters. One let the occasion get to him. Lost a split decision. I lose and I win with him. I think is a fight I boxed Alexander Kotlebey out in Russia. European title. I knocked him out. So as soon as the fight finished, I'm on the phone. Obviously the wife wants to know who I'm talking on the phone.
Of course,
and my dad, and she said, oh, cause he was so happy, he was at the house, he came over because you had to stream it. But I was actually on the phone with Mano Lee, who used to box my dad. He was boxing the World Championships in Azerbaijan. I phoned him to find out how Mano got off while I was in the ring. Just one of you. And then I turned up on a Sunday, got home on a Saturday night, I turned up with a Wilkie and Sunday League football. with my belt.
That's fucking brilliant. We was with Sammy Lee, is he
Sammy Lee's brother. Sammy, Sonny and Mano. And Callum the younger one.
I was with Sammy in a white collar show Saturday. What a lovely kid.
He's with the GB squad now, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He was, they all boxed my dad, Mano, Sonny, Sammy, they all boxed. He haven't changed his styles, nothing like that. My dad always said, Mano's good, right? Sonny was more talented, Sammy make the most money because of the way he fights. But yeah, all talented, but lucky enough, Sammy's one who've actually stuck with it.
Because going up there with GB, surely, well, obviously, be looking for the next Olympics, would he?
That's what he said Saturday.
It's a bit more complicated than that, being in a GB squad. It's had the boys from GB as well as like every, but it is a step. It is a start in the right direction.
So he's in the gym up in Sheffield.
I think so. I don't have spoken. I seen him at a funeral the other week. My little young protege, but I had a little chat, but not too much. And it's a step in the right direction for him.
Yeah, because when you're in that GB squad, the way Matt Truman and Frank Warren are sign fighters these days, it gives you a head start, doesn't it? They're looking at that GB squad and they're looking at the people coming out of the Olympics. They're looking at these, before, like, they were coming out of lower levels of amateur, sort of, Welsh champions, British champions. But now with that GB squad, they must just look at them all the time.
But it's just, it always used to be a big transition as an amateur and a pro. It was just totally different game. You had the point scoring system, which was absolute garbage. For me to enjoy the sport, it was absolute garbage. Like myself, I come through, I had got a junior amateur career, I turned senior at 17. I remember having my first fight as a senior. I boxed for 2 years, I was at Manston Park, drinking.
I'm not going to bring all that up.
I was at Manston Park, I was smoking a bit of stuff I shouldn't have been smoking. My dad's giving me a clip coming home later. But I had 2 years off and I went to spar Nicky Piper, I think, when I was 16. And Nicky Piper was just about to fight Dario Michalczewski for a world title. Now, I was a 16-year-old kid going in against Nicky Piper fighting for the world title. he had 2 or 3 sparring partners. I was the only one called back. He always says he'd give me an idea. Don't listen to him. It was very...
Oh, he's going to have him on next.
Yeah, I had him on. He said opposite me, we would sort this out. But no, it was so. And I had my first fight, and I had a phone call. He said, Mario, have you got any open class heavyweights? Open classes, fighting anyone? Yeah. He said, yeah, Enzo. He said, no, he's only 17. His kid's 26. He's lost in the finals of the ABA last year. You're looking for someone open class. He said, Enzo. He said, Mario, you can't. He said, look, trust me. He said, you put Enzo in with a novice, he's going to hurt someone. So I was 17, I'm boxing 2 years. Boxer's boy had 30 fights or something like that. I lost 2, and I ended up knocking him cold in the first round. So my second fight, I knocked the boy cold in the third round. Second round, first round. So I had 7 senior fights, and I turned pro off that. I had no chance of the games. So I was very limited at turning pro. It was just, I was dedicated, and I worked my bollocks off. And now, you've got boys, they go to those WSB tournaments.
Of course, yeah. They can earn money at amateur, basically, and good money as well.
But it's pro. Yeah. It is pro. It's like 5 rounds, no top one, get used to the lights.
No head guard?
Yeah, 100%. Especially the head guards coming out right now, gets boys prepared. Yeah. And it's the judges' system's like a pro. So the more further you get in the Olympics and Commonwealths, you're going to get good in the pro.
That's all we're having fighters having like title fights after about 12, 13 fights, isn't it? Because they've had the amateur career set. You can't have Joe Cordina. Joe Cordina's going to be ready for title fights.
Yeah,
soon, like, you know what I mean? They're ready a lot earlier.
Joe Cordina box Smash Your Dodge.
That was for what was that?
Commonwealth title.
Commonwealth title.
Yeah, it was on Next Gen.
And like I said, it was a pro fight. That man on Mash Your Dodge. He a tough man.
Exactly.
But like I said on the night, I said Cordina, no disrespect to Dodd, he's probably fought 50, 60 boys more talented than Dodd. Yeah. But as a pro game, he never fought anyone like Dodd, and that showed on the night. But I thought he boxed really well.
And it was a good fight.
It was a good fight. The night, because Dodd's so tough. Like, he taught him loads about the pro game that night, didn't he? Because he just kept going and kept on him and trying to rough him. Cordina like levels above him talent-wise, but sometimes there's a bit more to it than that.
Most people do, but Dodd knows all these tricks. He's
of course,
grabbing the arm, he's pulling him round. Yeah. Cordina didn't fall for any of it, which I'm very impressed with.
It was a lot of people probably don't like know talking about it as a kid. We was in school together, and we were like a lot older than him, so like, but a lot of people want to remember the buzz about it was about a 12, 13-year-old. People might not realise where it, like you said, you didn't have the thing like you're talking about going at the GB squad. It wasn't such a big thing then. But like I remember going to the leisure centre on an amateur show. Like we always used to go watch an amateur show with the Breens and all that. And I think Ross McCord might have fought, and he didn't fight on the night, but he were there watching, and nearly everyone involved in boxing that night, whether amateur or pro or boxer themselves, was all gravitating towards you, like, and was all fussing you, and like, and you could see there was a bit, like, I knew through him being in school, and you could see there was a buzz about him, even then at an early age, like, you know,
for me, because obviously I wasn't in Bishop Vaughan, but I always followed amateur boxing because I knew some of the boys that were involved. So I would read on the evening post, they'd have that little bit at the back.
Never meet.
I know a little bit. So that's where I first saw your name, like, you know, and I was like, and obviously I'm probably a year or two older than you. So then when you turned pro, that's why I was following your career, because I was like, sort of seeing you come, just seeing your name in the paper, like Gav Perkins and Bush and boys all coming through like at the same time, like, so that's sort of where I got my experience, and that's when it was like, right, we got to watch Enzo as he's coming through.
I think it was, you know, my dad took me around. I was sparring at 13 years of age or 12 years of age. I think I got a photo of me sparring Kerry Farrell. I think I was 12, he had a world title.
This was before he became the mayor to go sign him. That's right. And the only tackle worse than Swans you can't fucking draw. You know what I mean? This is before he became famous.
I sparred Kerry at 12. I sparred Barry Jones at 12.
World champion.
future world champion. I'll always remember that. I give him a left hand. I thought, yes. Next thing, you get me with a 20-punch copy. I was like a jack in a box. I remember dogs, but step up, man. I was sparring like I won't mention no names, but I was sparring some top level pros around the Swansea area, underneath the area, 13, 14 years of age, and they just couldn't touch me. 14-year-old boys sparring pros, and it was at the time, I think, Welsh amateur boxing didn't like amateurs mixing with pros.
Oh, right, yeah.
Now,
okay, yeah.
if I couldn't get no pros to spar, I wouldn't have had sparring.
Cool.
I wouldn't have
the
had
amateurs
nothing.
fancied it.
As I developed as a pro later on, I couldn't get sparring. I was towards the tail end of my career, I started using sparring as sparring, but when I was younger, I was just bang out there. Again, I will not mention names, I don't talk about sparring, but I've been over London, and it's just the amount of boys I put over, and it's just ridiculous. And I'm thinking, yes, I smashed it. And then I realised to myself, I've only done 2 rounds. Like.
When did you first sort of feel that power? How young were you?
I was 1993. British quarterfinals. I was the first time I hurt someone. I was a right uppercut. It was unheard of. It was unheard of at that time. It was a little right uppercut. Put him down. He recovered and won on points. A year later, again, it was quarterfinal. I boxed a boy who had 40 fights. I can't remember his name, from the Phoenix gym in Manchester, I think. And I was ill. I shouldn't have gone in. But my dad wouldn't let me pull out nothing. He trapped me in my arm was hanging off. So I went in there and I thought to myself, right, I'm not going to last 3 rounds. I'm just going to chuck a couple of punches, see what happens. Bell goes, walks out, I hit him with a 1-2 left hook, and the kid was clean out cold on the floor. And I always remember looking over and seeing his parents. I remember thinking, even at a young age, I remember thinking, it must be bad for his parents.
Oh, yeah.
So,
don't forget, the Phoenix gym would have been Billy Graham's gym.
I don't think it was.
No?
It was a Phoenix towards the end. I think the amateur setup's different. I don't know. It might not be the Phoenix, but I'm sure it was.
Because even in like school and all that, it wasn't this boy who's having fucking fight after fight in school. Like, it's not like you'd think Enzo's fucking in the yard just dropping teachers when they're doing fucking body shots. You know what I mean? All the PE teachers are staying away from him. No, let him fight, carry on. But
I tell you one though, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but something happened in school. I think I was 12.
Right.
And I had a fight. I can't remember who I was fighting with. So later on, the teacher, I get his name. He said, I think you're a big boy and stuff like that. He said, I used to box myself. We'd have a little spar. I said, look, we don't want to do that. Like, he said, and he said, go on, so you had the gloves. I fucking battered him. And, he challenged me. You're going to film me in, you're going to film me in.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How big were you then? Because obviously you're tall.
To be honest, I wasn't that tall. I think when I hit about 14, 15, then I started shooting up a little bit. But, I remember being 12 and a lot of the girls taller than me as well in school. So it just shot up. But, all my cousins were tall, Patrick and Rory O'Donnell. They all tall boys. So, and I remember in school as well, remember the youngsters who used to play dabbles?
We used
to play dabbles, and I was playing dabbles, like I shouted at a sixth form, I called him a prick or something like that. He chased me and I sort of got so tired, he grabbed me. As he grabbed me, I whacked him with a body shot. He went down like a sack of spuds. Well, that was the end of my dabble again.
We're not expecting that to do. We're not fucking chasing that.
Next one, I was like, you prick, wait, you carry on.
Fuck that.
When you was in the gym then, when you was a kid, was it just amateurs, or was you amateurs and pros at that time in that?
No, it was amateur. It was an amateur gym, but my dad used to train like some Eric George, all these names will come to me. Nigel Page, obviously, he was my hero growing up. Nigel.
That's what I was going to ask you about.
Nigel was my hero growing up. Paul Lynch was up there. Right. Danny Walker from Talbot. It was always mixed. It was mixed in, but I used to look at these boys. My brother used to box as well. He used to film me in a few times. It was a good atmosphere. My dad, he never ruled with the iron fist, but everyone respected him, and he made us do things. It's pretty much where I am now, because everyone thinks I'm going to be this strict thing, but I don't need to shout to the boys. They all work hard. They all they fill me with joy. Like
I think I think anyone who's from Swansea and he's got a half an interest in boxing will know how people think of your old man, like, because even now is
he's crazy.
People talk to this day when they talk about influences like professional boxers from Swansea and amateurs who might have had a handful of fights, and they all say what a fucking influence the old man has been. The kids he must have seen coming through. That's how I think it's amazing what he's doing now. You might never have a British champion. You might never have anyone turning pro. But to see that conveyor belt still carry on, do you know what I mean? When
you're just teaching kids.
How many kids?
The discipline.
How many kids has your old man taught right from wrong? Like, how many of them could have been fucking joyriders?
I'm a big believer in that. You know, I love my Twitter. I'm on my Twitter quite a bit. You know, it's great to interact with the boys and fans and stuff like that. And you know, get the odd one about banning boxing and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, you don't realise how many lives boxing saves. You know, I got a kid up there now, and you know he's going through a bad time. He's been clean for a year, I think. You know, he asked me the other week, and I think I put it on my Twitter. He asked me the other week, and he said, "Oh, can I have a fight?" And I looked at him. He said, "I'd like to repay your faith you showed in me." And I said, "Look, you're not ready yet, boy." But no, I went.
Of course,
You're doing something
that's changed his life a little bit. Like,
no, everyone saying, "Oh, brilliant, Enzo." It nothing to do with me. He had to come. I just had them along the way.
No, that's fucking brilliant, isn't it? You know what I mean?
When he was young, what was the training regime like? Because he was in school. Was he worked hard then after school?
I'll be honest, it got to a point where if I didn't train, I wouldn't get my pocket money. That was it. You know, I used to hate my dad on times. He used to shout at me, scream at me, and you know, it always seemed like he was picking on me. But I knew. I know.
He saw something.
Oh my God! But you know, I was training. I love to fight. I didn't like training. We used to go for a run.
Isn't that mad now? The fucking opposite.
I've taught
Like
lots.
that's fucking mad. Like the same with fucking Trundle. Trundle's fucking eating packles every day, wasn't he?
We used to go up Kilvale. I used to go up Kilvale. I was 14. I go up Kilvale with a couple of boys. We'd have a fag up Kilvale. They come back and you smell it on me. Fucking batter me.
Forest fire, Dad. There's a forest fire up there.
Yeah, but I always see you, because I follow you on Twitter for ages, and I'm seeing you training in the morning, you've written what you've done, and I'm going, Enzo's fucking mental. How can you do that?
I just, I think in the back of my mind, I'm 38 years of age. I'm probably fitter now than I was 10 years ago. You know,
that's crazy,
my last fight I lost, I'm fucking devastated about it. Not because I lost, it was just my mind went on a job, and you know, I was in there, I caught him with a body shot, and I remember thinking, oh, this isn't going to last very long now. I'll take my boy to football in the morning.
Already planning a breakfast.
What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of?
Your mind's not on a job.
So, you know, I'd done a bit of sparring recently, no mention, no names again, but I acquitted myself very well, better than what I should have been out the ring for 2 years. So I probably got this aspiration, I want one more. I'd like to go out on 50. I had 50 amateur fights. I'd like to go out on 50 pro as well.
Are we 49 now?
Yeah, 49.
Well, fucking hell.
So
that's written in the stars.
I think Ricky Burns is just one above me for the most wins in Britain. I think I got the most knockouts in Britain. Still to this
Coloured active.
So I'd like one more, just make it 50. It's just the time frame, where I started in Wales. I'd love to finish in Wales. I would like to fight in America, just have the one in America, but we'll see.
Are you still signed with Queensbury?
To be honest, I don't know. I don't know, and you know, he has a bad reputation, Frank has, and you know, there's a couple of people who talk bad about him, but I speak as I find. He's always dealt me.
He's a boxing promoter.
That's
his
job. But you know, I'll speak as I find. You know, I've heard things. To me, he's been great. Like,
you weren't with him from the very start, though.
No, I boxed on a matchroom show for the first fight, and then there was a company in Wales, Just Players, I think they were called. They started sponsoring me, and they wanted to do shows they said, which was
they were doing the leisure centre shows.
Yeah, which was a wrong thing to do. It was a wrong thing for me to do, and but you live and you learn. And I remember once I had an opportunity at a Frank Warren show. I think it was about 7 fight against a boy called Eamon Glennon. I think he was a heavyweight. I was only about 13-6 I was, and I knocked him out in the second round, and Frank came into the change room after and he said, look, we're going to sign you for 5 fights, we'll have this for your first fight, this for your second fight, do you want to sign him? And
of course.
You know, it wasn't great, but it's better than a lot of kids my age are having.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
And it's foot in
Well,
the
that's-
door
yeah,
and
that's-
rewarded.
Yeah,
though.
it was. And to be honest, I didn't think about it because it was just a matter of money for me.
Yeah.
At the time, is I'm going to get a chance now to progress and up the money and up the rounds and up the standard I was fighting. But it's just mad the fight you go through. Like
With the weight you were at then, like you said, coming in, did you ever consider before you turned pro to drop the weight and come in at light heavy?
I didn't know nothing about nutrition. I didn't know nothing.
But I don't think many did then.
It's a different time, I suppose.
I don't think many did.
When I look back, I always think to myself, yes, I'm a world champion, I'm a British, I'm a Commonwealth, I'm a European. I was fighting out of my weight. My people say my best win was Wayne Braithwaite. At the time, he was one of the most dangerous fighters on the planet.
We was talking about
literally
this
just
literally
talked
5
about it.
minutes
I
ago.
nullified him, I boxed his head off. But that is the first time ever in my entire life I feared someone. And maybe the way I fight normally is because I got no fear of no one at all. And I didn't have no fear of Braithwaite. But he hit me in the first round on the shoulder.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking,
That's the
what
power.
the fuck was that? It was like a sledgehammer. So then it sort of switched me on and made me box, which I know I can. In the gym, believe it or not, in the gym I'm on my toes, I'm slick, I don't get caught. For some reason when I fight, I've just got to entertain.
Search and
We
destroy.
literally said 5 minutes ago, what did you say?
We were talking about the weight. Gone into Braithwaite because that's my best performance. I weighed 13.6. That's near a stone under the weight limit. I was always well underweight. It was always a big laugh. I remember Paul Smith one day, Liverpool boys.
Yeah.
We'd having breakfast and I would see he's drained, starving, and he's me eating a fry up. Because I could like.
Yeah, sorry, sir. Yeah,
so I could like.
we was literally talking about the Braithwaite fight, and you said, didn't you?
Yeah,
that's one of the.
I remember, like, obviously watching you through your career and then seeing when you had to fight Braithwaite, and I can't say that I really knew a great deal about Braithwaite at that time, but I sort of did my bit of research and I was like looking at it, and like he was the WBC champ, wasn't he? And he lost to Jean-Marc Mormec, didn't he? And when they unified the titles, but he was the class in the Ring magazine #1 cruiserweight in the world for 2 years.
The fight after me, he went over and knocked out Pablo Hernandez.
Yes,
he
right.
went on to win the IBF title. So he was.
And I remember watching that fight. Where was that fight? Was that MEN or was that Millennium?
No, it was a CIA.
CIA. And thinking, and I said to Paddy before we come in, because Paddy asked about Wayne Braithwaite, and I said, in my opinion, Enzo's best performance in his career.
It probably was. It probably was just for the simple fact, I could have gone, like I said, I could have gone all guns blazing. That's what my intention to do. I just like I said, you come to the gym, I got my hands on my side, I'm on my toes, I don't get caught. I can box, I can jab. People who spar me, that's not the same Enzo. But for some reason, when I fight, I just see red mist. I got to entertain.
Is there any way of changing that then?
It possibly was, but I just love the fight part.
Yeah.
I think it all boils down to when I was a kid. I can't remember what fight it was. I was a kid. Nothing happened in the second round. We were trying to out fox each other, and the crowd were booing. And I hated it.
Pissed it off.
I hated it. So I think in my mind, and I've always said, when I commentate, I always say, boxing is an entertainment business. Whether you're skilled or not, it's an entertainment business. And for me, I knew I had power. I knew I could knock someone. I'd knock any man out on this planet. I know 100% if I caught them. And I knew that's what he wanted to see. And half the time, that's what got me in trouble as well. But I wouldn't change.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change. I had no fear of no one, and I just like to entertain.
Don't you think that makes... How many fighters have been super skilled but can't sell a ticket?
Yeah.
But whereas anyone who comes to watch you fight knows
what's going to happen.
it's probably going to go one way or the other.
And to be honest, I knew that. I knew that. But it was like, I don't know. I just had to entertain. I wanted people to go home and say, what a fight.
I saw somebody put on Twitter yesterday, someone asked who was the fighter that got you into boxing or something, and you put Tyson. Right. So when you're, like, I think Tyson would be mine as well. Would Tyson the same with you?
Don't know. For me, it'd probably be...
It was Tyson and Nigel Benn.
McGregor for me, simply because my first memory of boxing is watching his fight against Pedrosa with my grandmother, my mother and father out. And it's my first memory of boxing with a fucking blanket up here, which would have been on at 10 o'clock in the night. And I can just remember it as if it was yesterday. And that thinking, fucking hell. I've never seen boxing before, like I must have been about 3 or 4, maybe 78, I would have been about 5. And I'm thinking, fuck me, what's that? And then obviously you get involved with like your best mates with the 2 Breens, and then the boy, and then the guy that really fucking got me into boxing was Robert Dickey, who was fucking, you know,
brilliant,
talented, really good fucking fighter. But he showed me time, like he'd come to the school and and he'd have a signed photo himself, and there was no camera photos. So he don't say, can I have a photo? He just stays and has a chat, like. And then, you know, I'll never forget that, you know, fucking God rest his soul. Like, he was like, so fucking, giving me so much time and all that. This fucking guy who was on the TV, he won big shows like it was then, but he'd be on Wednesday night on Sports Night, you know. And I'm thinking, fuck, I met him yesterday and he was brilliant. And then it just gets you involved in more then.
As well.
Brilliant fighter.
Yeah, with Tyson, if you watch my first, a lot of the first few fights, I think it's up to the 20th fight, I used to wear the white towel gown. And
That's right,
as soon as the fight started, I used to kick my heels back like Tyson used to do.
And it was black and black. If
I was always black, you know, always black. And you know, he was just ferocious. He was just brilliant. And then I started watching Chavez. I started watching Antonio Barrera. I started watching those great Mexicans, and for some reason I just loved that left hook to the body. I was like just watching it. I go, that's a shot. I remember someone telling me, I'm too tall to throw out. I said, "Fucking won't be." I just loved it. And you know, as people started sussing my left hook to the body, I started using different ways to find the left hook to the body. It was all like a game to me. And you know, I teach my boys up at the gym. They all go throw a left hook to the body.
And you said about Barrera there, and then, fuck, am I right? Who fought then on the undercard of Khan Barrera? Or you were not a fought that? Because like you were this fucking little boy from Swansea, is fucking even the middle of nowhere.
Even better, even better. I met Barrera at the weigh-in.
Right.
So we having a chat, and his trainer came on to me. He said, "Oh, you know, great fighter and stuff like that." And he said to Marco, he said, "Do you know this guy?" He said, "No, I'm sorry." And his trainer went like that. He said, "Watch him. He fights like a big Mexican." What
a compliment that is!
In my life.
What a fucking compliment.
I lost. I fought awful Arby.
Oh fuck! I remember watching that.
But again, mate, I done a few things wrong in training. I done a lot of weights, just trying out the weight. And if you watch the body on me, I look like an Adonis god. But after 3 rounds, I shot my load, and fuck all left. It was like someone stuck a pin in me. It was like a balloon that burst. But I still.
But he was a monster as well.
He was a big man.
But again, you know, he said after, he said, "I've never been hit like that before in my life." And to be honest, again, if I'd have just stepped back, boxed a little bit, you know, it would have been different. But no, I've got to go in, and even when I'm knackered, I'm still trying to finish him off.
You know, obviously you lost early in your career, and a lot of people don't forget. I remember watching that because I was live on BBC, wasn't it? How did that affect your mindset? Losing that early, did it knock your confidence?
I hadn't lost since 1993 or 94. I lost to Tony Dodson in the Welsh Champion in the British Championships. Good cracking fight. I hadn't lost since, and you know, I won my first fight. I went on points. Paul Bonson, tough journeyman. Second fight then, I boxed Mark Williams, and I just wanted to smash him, and I knocked him out in 35 seconds. He was just gung-ho up in Merthyr. Then I fought a boy called Nigel Rafferty, one of the toughest journeymen around, and I dropped him with body shots, broke his ribs. You know, I was an 18-year-old kid. I was in quids I was in Ritzy, you know, just spending money and stuff like that. And I remember, I think after the Rafferty fight, me and Sean Kelly, I took him out for a week, me and him just constantly. So then I thought that, then I was live in BC, fought Lee Swaby. I thought I was a kiddie. And if you look at it, at that time, I shouldn't even been in there with him. You know, he was a boxing champion, he's been around the block. And again, when the boys phoned me, we were going to quids in, right before I boxed. There's a picture of me, I don't got it now, picture of me with a cigar in my mouth. Right before I boxed. So I've gone in a ring now, and I punched fucking at him. And then I just ran out of steam. I remember him, he's seen the boys after in Barons, and fucking long way back, no Barons. And he said, the boys, he said, don't worry about that. He said, I just caught him. He said, he's one of the best I've ever faced. He said, he's 18 years of age. He said, that boy will come back.
Well, I was there that night. I think it was a Friday night.
It was a Friday night.
Friday night. It was the reason we lost to West End the day after, because I was supposed to just go there, watch a fight, not out, and work. And the next day we got this final against West End. We there. This is a gimme. It's done. Watch Enzo win. It's on TV. We might get a fucking head on. You know what I mean? Lift your head up. And then when he went down, they say you could hear a pin drop.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it was fucking like, because that wasn't supposed to happen, was it?
No.
You know what I mean? Not at all, like. And being an own fight as well. It was like literally no people walking out. This is the old leisure centre there.
Yeah,
It was people walking out in shock. I ends up fucking out, and we ends up losing 1-0. Like it's pulled off half time. So they were fucking full. But that was. Do you think I might have stood him in good stead when he fucking locked back?
100%.
No, like a little wake up call.
100%. You know, I've never done something like that ever again. You know, I've never. I do believe that's the reason I lost, and you know, it was just. I just went back to the boys' house. Just fucking. I was in shock, like it was fucking. What's what happened and things like that, and you know, I had a week off, I think, and I thought to myself, fuck it, I'm gonna give everything I got, and you know, I looked. I remember speaking to Di Gardner, and Di Gardner was managing me at the time, and these promoters, Just Players, you know, they wanted to advance me as quick as I can. And
he was managing Steve Robinson as well at the time when he didn't know that.
If you think about it, yes, I was talented, I was strong, I was probably the biggest puncher around at the time, you know, sending shockwaves wherever I hit. But I had no amateur background, no amateur experience. All my fights were because I could fight. I just love to fight, I love to get in, I love to entertain. And I say on my Twitter sometimes I shut my eyes and swam. And technically I used to, but it was a bit more...
I think you're doing yourself a little bit the same. It's like, we're not back having dabbles in the fucking...
I remember speaking to Di Gardner a week after, he said, I can't believe it, I can't believe it. And I said, I can't either. Like he said he shouldn't have got that guy through. He said, I told him it should have been a 6-rounder. So I've looked like that. 6-rounder. Yeah, he said, I fucking told him it should have been 4, not a 6. I said, you're right, Di. He said, what do you mean? I said, I got caught in the fucking third. So I would have fought me.
Yeah, he would have mattered. Like.
No, it was just like, it sort of switched me on, and I just trained like a demon ever since, and you know, I still like going out now and again, but then say about 10 weeks before the fight, I won't go out at all. Just won't go out. I won't have a pint. I eat a bit of junk food because I was so light for the weight. But it was 13.8 at that time, so I wasn't that light. So it stepped up, but it sort of did on 100% held me in good stead.
But he never fancied it. He knew the drill, didn't he? Like he got off a few times, I think.
I think he knew he could cause a shot. I think he didn't realise how hard I hit in that first round and that second round. But the third round, I just run out of steam. And again, rather than getting my breath back and you know just walking around, and I wasn't experienced enough to do it. I always just wanted a fight.
Yeah, you were learning on the job, weren't you? Because like you say, you hadn't had that many fights when you fought for the WBO, would you?
No, I think 13.
13.
Yeah, 13th fight. But the one that always pissed me off about that fight was it was WBO. And yes, don't get me wrong, the WBO was a chance to fight a better class of opposition.
Yeah.
But what people forget is at the time, Bruce Scott was the British and Commonwealth champion.
Yeah.
So in my 13th fight, or 14th, it's one of them two, I could have fought for fought and won the British and Commonwealth champion.
Which is out of an achievement.
22 years of age.
Yeah.
From being boxing for 3 years.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's one thing that always pissed me off.
You've got it, but what's you saying? People would slag off the WBO belt.
If I remember rightly, the WBO was the first world title that Ricky Hatton won.
Yeah, he won a world title. I've always said that.
You know what I mean?
I remember the evening post coming on, Enzo's Swansea's first ever world champion. I said, not a world champion. I said, it's not. I said, it's just a belt that's going to get me a higher class opponent. And it did.
Yeah.
It did. It got me more fights.
Yeah, but if they talk about Swansea boxers, and you know, you'd say Colin Johnson himself, I'd say up there, Floyd Harvard, very happy as well, no offence. But like, and this is no, would you say because you were my era? I don't know. And you can never compare different eras, can you? But I think the fact that he was a world champion 100% makes him Swansea's greatest ever, in my opinion.
Because
I love that fact, you know.
Yeah, I think so.
You know, people announce me Swansea's only ever world champion. It always gives me a bit of thing. It's something my dad wanted more than anything.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's something my dad wanted. My dad always said, when you finish boxing, I want everyone to say, fuck me, Enzo can fight.
Yeah.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
And that's always what I like with my dad.
Well, I think all I want is like when you've got kids and with my old man, all I want is to make them proud a little bit.
100%.
In my opinion.
100%.
Like, my daughter now, am I fucking it up? We friends, we are more than a father. Like, in a couple of years, it might bite me on the ass, you know what I mean? But at the minute, like, I was delivering to a school the other day and I said to the boy I'm with, I said, you'll have to take the mail in. I said, if my daughter sees me, I don't want to be embarrassed and all that. So my mate took the mail in. And I turned the car on, Kevin, and going to school. And then all I could hear was, Paddy! And I looked, my daughter's all over and she's like that, you know. And I was thinking, well, she's not embarrassed. Like,
that's
you know,
great, that's
I'm
great.
thinking, fuck, you know, she
that's
thinks,
great.
especially with stuff like she see me with her with trundle and she thinks sun shines up my ass. And same with my old man. All he wants from my old man is for him to say, he's all
That's
right,
all I
good
wanted.
boy.
That's
Like,
all I wanted.
yeah, but when the boys were saying, it's a stand-up night down there, you should go for it. Like, and I said to my old man, it's a stand-up night down there. I said, I'm thinking of going for it. He went, nah, he said, when you were with your mates, they laughing because you were mates. And I'm thinking, fucking nice one, Dad. You know what I mean? Like,
You got a point though, I'd be watching The Sopranos lately and he pulled that up on Tony, we were no friends. He said a joke and they were all laughing apart from the one he was seeing in the corner.
Fischler, man.
Fischler,
man.
But like your old man, let me tell you, he'd be fucking so fucking proud of you.
To be honest, I know.
Let's be honest, that's all we want.
I'll be honest, after he passed away, you know, a couple of the fights I had since when I am turned up, my head hadn't been on the game and stuff like that, he'd have fucking battered me.
Yeah.
I remember.
But he was in the game, so I don't think he would have been.
He'd have fucking battered me. He's an old white father. He'd have fucking battered me.
But maybe that's good then that he didn't. Like,
I remember when I told you my second pro fight, I literally knocked about 35 seconds. I think someone put on my Twitter the other day. I just destroyed him.
Was that the black boy? Was
Yeah,
it? Yes,
just
and he was
knocked
smashing raps to
I
bits.
just flew at him, knocked him out. As soon as I won, I come down the steps and looked at my dad. I go, Dad! And all he looked at me, he said, you dropped your hand.
Oh, fuck.
That's all he said. And next thing, and as he said that, I got a fucking monk on. And next thing,
He's back in time and he's smoking cigars. He's having the dad off land at the bouncer.
Colin Payne and Pint all picks me up on his shoulder.
Yeah.
All the boys ushering me out the ring, I'm on the shoulder. And I'll always remember this day. The managers come on, he's not allowed to do that, get him down. And we were like, Payne on Pint all.
Yeah, you're gonna listen as well.
The managers ran out, the Scooby ran out, you fucking tell me.
Yeah. I'll never get he was fighting on Calzaghe undercard in Cardiff Arena. And me, Cobley, went up on the Boney Mine bus.
That's it.
Fucking hell, mate, what a stressful fucking night.
That's where his air went.
Let me tell you some of the fucking, you had Colin Payne on there, Patrick Doherty up there, Pinto was on there, your kid was on there, Starko, right, couple of guys who I don't even know, but someone had a fight with a gypsy the night before, Leighton Party, they're selling a spot the ball on the bus, right, so he has a spot the ball, it's gone, spot the ball's gone. So Cobley loves a coin, Cobley loves his fucking money. Turns to, I think it might be new kid. Won the spot the ball, mate. One number was spot the ball. Or 7 back of the bus. Cobley went, I was fucking 7. I had 7. I'm not having this. I'm thinking, fucking hell. I think Leighton Party won it. Leighton Party ended up giving Cobley a 5 and telling him to fuck off. After Enzo's fight, there was a guy with it was the yellow Cardiff City top, right? They knew he was from Swansea, something. This guy comes right in the middle of the Swansea fans, singing Cardiff song they'd won in the day. Like, Starko chucked him from the top of the stairs.
I think that was a Bruce Scott one.
It might well be, yeah. And you chucked him from the top of the stairs all the way to the bottom. No one of them really kept his balance all the way. Mate, it was the maddest fucking bus I've ever fucking been on.
They followed me
you know.
I remember talking with them. I was a British 12 years of age.
Right.
Up in Derby, obviously I didn't want to pay for it. And I remember Pagey, he went over on a payphone to talk to someone. By the time I got back from Derby to the Bournemouth gym, they wanted me to go into Jersey just to say hello to the boys who all followed me, even at a young age. They had a brand new pair of boxing boots waiting for me.
Oh, class!
From my young age, you know, they Bournemouth had this reputation and this and that, but salt of the earth. You know, Nigel Page.
I was going to say how important was Page? He
was my dad. He was my dad's mate. He was probably one of the only men he trusted me around that. I remember Page. He 11 years of age, I think he had me up at gym Christmas Day punching fucking me. I still believed in Santa. Christmas Day.
St. Nicholas ain't gonna say it today, Sam.
Page, he was just a diamond, and he had so much respect for him. I remember when I first got my wife, it was early in the morning, about 5 o'clock, phone rings. So she said, "Your phone's ringing." I said, "Well, answer it then." She said, "No, I said, just answer." So she answered. She said, "Are you going to say something?" He said, "Oh, he's in bed." And she said, "It's this guy, he wants you or not?" I said, "Oh, fucking tell him I'm sleeping, innit?" He said, "He's sleeping." So she said, "Oh, it's Page." I said, "Oh, fucking give me the phone." You know, I shut myself there. And it wasn't like a fear, it was just a respect. He was just a great guy. He talking fucking fight.
Well, in a gym full of professionals up the Greens, it was like pretty much known, set in stone, that he was the reckon out of all them professionals, he was the best on the speedball by a fucking mile, like, you know what I mean, no one could touch him, like, you know what I mean.
He was the best ever.
Everything.
No one that aspired Nigel. He was just a nasty.
He could have gone further if it hadn't been for the scar and all that.
100%, you know, he had a thin skull, I think he was.
Well, he would have known more than me, like.
But not 100%, because we were talking about Barry McGuigan earlier. You know,
I've seen it, he mentions him in his book.
Yeah, Barry McGuigan said, the hardest man I've ever fought is a man from Swansea. Nigel Page. He said, he won. I won. I got the decision, but he won.
And that is in black and white.
Was that as a pro was?
Yeah. He was. Like I said, he had this way about him, and he weren't nasty. He wasn't a bully boy, but everyone respected him.
Yeah.
Well, you only got to look at what they still doing now with the cement run and everything.
But you've won, haven't you?
Yeah. 18.
Really?
Yeah, 18. And I think come back, me and Chris Ware used to box me, and we had a little thing in the paper, me and him both collapsed over the line together, trying to kill each other, like, it the hardest thing I ever done that night, me and Chris, like, but no, it's a good day out, it's a good event, and,
I done it, didn't I? When did I do it? 2010?
Yeah,
you like it up there?
Of course, I got up there in one go, but I wasn't the quickest, nowhere near, like, you know what I mean?
It was start when it did start off. It was the old bag, the old 50 kilo.
I did 225s.
Yeah, 225, which is harder. I think it's harder for the taller boys. But then it used to be once that bag's down,
I was out. Yeah. No,
now it's like everyone's putting it back on. Then I said it should be, if a bag goes down, as long as they put it back on themselves, should be allowed. Well, if we were able to win.
What happened the day we done it? You know, they strapped the bag. Well, then whatever they wrapped it with, masking tape, whatever, stuck tidy for me, so I was alright. But Stuart Courtney was walking up with me. His bag split. He was covered in fucking cement.
I remember Willie Galani.
If it had rained, he'd have been fucked.
Willie Galani went up one day. He was I can't remember, about 46 at the time. He comes up, he comes third. He's like, I come third, yeah. You look out, there's a big fucking trailer cement all over the bag was empty.
He ended up carrying a Tesco bag, basically.
Because
what I noticed that day with Courtney, like, Courtney's drops on the floor, so I goes to pick it up, and put it on his shoulder. It struck me out, because they put it on his shoulder at the bottom of the other. Man, I couldn't believe how heavy the bag was to pick up as a dead weight.
Yeah, from the floor it must be hard.
When heavy Tobias, when he was 16, he was saying, I'm going to do this. I said, look, it's going to be too heavy for you, but I'll do it. So we were there now, and he put it on. As soon as he put it on, he's 16 years of age, he put it on, he thought, fucking hell. So after about 10 steps, my brother, he said, wow, it's too heavy. He said, fucking put it down then. I said, alright. so it was torture with that one.
A lot of people wouldn't know that Tobias is your nephew, would they?
Not a striking resemblance.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're all right, yeah. It was, isn't it mad how like a family produces two like successful boxers and...
I say successful, right?
Oh, maybe he was.
No, I won what I won on half the talent that boy got.
Do you think so, yeah?
I swear to God, anyone who's ever seen him in the gym,
Yeah.
that boy is outstanding.
Really?
Outstanding. I've never seen someone so good, and that's not me saying it.
No, of course, yeah.
I'll say, but he's the most talented kid I've ever seen. He's also the laziest fucker I've ever seen.
Which...
And I've always told him
And they
that.
don't go on.
I think, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I don't care if I say I'm embarrassing.
He's in Ocean Beach at the minute. He's
He's a lovely kid, but I think when I was growing up, it was all about I wanted to be a champion, nothing else. Nothing else. Didn't bother, money didn't bother me, fame didn't bother me. I think I remember saying the Bruce Scott fight, I'm in this for nothing other than I wanted to be a champion for myself. I think him was the other way around. I think he wanted the fame, he wanted the fame.
Yeah, of course,
he might not have, but I
the other guy's a generation after him as
he was in this modern era and stuff like that, and I think he wanted to be that. And I was coming on, I was 34, I was still getting up at 5 in the morning, going 6 mile run, 10 mile runs. I remember him telling me once, you're going to kill me. He said, I said, we run this morning. So yeah. He said, yeah. He said, my mother took the car to work and I ran and got her. I said, oh, that's great. I said, wait a minute. Your mother works fucking 2 miles downhill. Oh yeah, I run faster. That's his mentality. And I love the kid to death, and I do believe he could have done something, but you've got to want it. I deep down I don't think he did, and I think he will agree with me that.
Yes, but still a career though, isn't it? Oh yeah, big fights like Callum Smith fight,
again, Callum Smith's brilliant.
Amazing.
Smith's brilliant. I think to this day, I think he's still the first boy to take a round of Callum.
He was.
He was. Yeah, that's right. I was in Western Superman watching it.
Callum's brilliant. I'm a big fan of all the Smith brothers. But he didn't train properly for that.
Yeah. And still took a round of him.
I'm not saying he was going to win.
Yeah.
So I do rate Callum very highly.
Yeah.
But he didn't train properly, and he was the one time I've ever seen him train properly. They had a phone call to fight Virginder Singh.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
He's massive in
India.
Yeah. Because Kerry Opus was out there.
He boxed Singh, didn't he?
Yeah.
So they offered to buy us a fight, and I said, Dan, do you fancy? I said, well, get up the gym with me. And he trained with me, and I got him to a stage where fittest I've ever seen him. I seen some sort of hunger in his eyes, and the fight got pulled over a week before. And I hadn't seen him in the gym since then.
That's a massive fight.
Oh, that
guy's massive.
He'd have beat them.
Yeah.
He'd have beat them. The only thing I ever let him down was his fitness. And, he used to go in. Whereas he used to fight and he used to try to knock people out, and he cut it down. He weren't a finisher like that. He'd be better off boxing. His normal weights, his skill level was second to none. But he used to go in there, because he hadn't trained, if he hadn't taken him out, he'd be knackered. It's like I used to do the same, but I trained so hard, I just keep throwing.
When he was, because he made like 7 defences of that title, and that was at the time, because I remember, because I was frustrated, and if I was frustrated, I'm sure he was frustrated, that I thought the Johnny Nelson fight was going to come off, and then it just never came off.
Twice it nearly happened. I think the first time was his knee, second time his knee. Well, I remember the second time it was Valentine's night, so I think we went out somewhere. I can't remember where we went, and I had a phone call off Johnny Nelson. Apologised. He said, I can't. He said, my knee. And don't get me wrong, I think Johnny was.
He was getting on a bit now.
He was.
I think he was a nightmare for Johnny Nelson at that time. Because the whole thing about him is the way he boxed, and if he's got a knee that's not,
I'll be honest,
his mobility there.
I was out in Italy, and I boxed out in Italy. I boxed Marco Heineken, I think his name was. He just went 10 rounds with the Italian heavyweight Paolo Vidal's Olympia. I got him, blown him away in a round. Later on, Johnny Nelson fought Cantatore, who I done rate at. And Johnny went well, but you could see those little things where he was slipping. You know, little things that would suit.
It's a timing
Yeah,
thing,
it's-
isn't it? You're on the rise and he's on a decline.
I think Roy Jones a couple of years ago. Someone was saying to me, would you knock Roy Jones over in his prime? I said, right, I landed. Yes, 99.9% chance I wouldn't have fucking touched it.
Of course,
He's probably one of the best about ever.
Of course he was. If Roy Jones quits when he beats John Ruiz, he's the greatest of all time. You know what I mean? Because I think he avenged the only defeat he had, and then if he could finish then winning the heavyweight title, that's like, oh my gosh,
that was disqualification or the Montel Griffin.
Yeah, he boxed Montel Griffin. He hit him. I think he
was on his knees.
He hit him down in the 10th round, and then in a rematch he knocked him out in a round.
Yeah,
I think I asked him.
Yeah.
I was only asking.
But if he finishes, he don't fight Enzo then, do he? And then Enzo's not.
I was just a mad occasion. I was.
Well, do you know we talked about this on the podcast before, right?
No,
Well, you can fucking tell us.
I don't know if I
can. Do you know we joked about it that whoever fucking match made that, right, must be in Siberia somewhere.
Yeah, he is,
fucking
100%.
gulag, right? Because there's no way in the world that they should ever have put Roy Jones.
I think what it was, right. I hadn't been looking great. I'd been a light heavyweight for 5 years. He's up a cruiserweight. Apparently, by all accounts, he's looking shit hot in the gym. He's knocking out. I can't remember their names. He did tell me at the time they were in the top 10 Russians, and he was looking at business. And then they phoned Frank. They said, "Look, after Enzo and I think."
Oh, they actually called
they
Enzo.
actually.
Not fucking hell. It's just not like.
No, I know what I'm saying. This guy is in fucking Siberia somewhere. He's doing a 10
They phoned
stretch.
Frank. You know, I've been fighting at 12 stone 7 for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, they want me back up to 13, well, 14-4, but 13-10, I think I made. And it was just training went well. Training went well, and went out there. And a week before I sparred, I bust my right hand. So I got a pair of gloves made from Adidas. I'm always proud of my Welsh Italian background. So I had the gloves white, red, and green. So the colours of both countries.
Yeah.
So we went out there, and I wanted to wear these gloves. I had 2 sets made for me by Adidas, so I took them over. They agreed with them and stuff like that. Then the company who promoted the show, Rival, they wanted me to wear their gloves.
Right.
I said I can't, because I knew my hand was gone.
Yeah.
First shot I hit, it was gone. Don't get me wrong, I was self-throwing it, but it was gone. So they said, you've got to wear these gloves. So the night before the fight, after the weigh-in, I'm in my bedroom and Gary Lockett texted me. Gary said, Enzo, you better get down here now. So I phoned him up. I said, what do you mean? He said, you better get down here now. He said, they want you to try the gloves on. I said, I'm just chilling out. He said, they want you to wear these gloves. He said, just come down and try them on. So I've gone downstairs, met the owner of Rival, Russ Abner, lovely guy. Give me a pair of gloves, green and black, I think they were. And I put the glove on. I couldn't really fit my hand in them, so I was a bit relaxing after wraps on as well. And I sort of tapped myself on the chin. And I tapped myself on the chin. I thought, yeah, right, I'll have these.
Nothing there.
So I put them down, and I walked upstairs. And as I'm walking upstairs, I have a text. So looks at my phone, it's Gary Lockett. Silly fuckers wanted you to wear them gloves. So it was like
Playing with your hands like
it was
crazy,
just a madness thing. I got in the day before. He was supposed to be there at 12 o'clock for the weigh-in. I got there at 12. We didn't wait till 4.
No.
So they tried all the tricks. When I got there for the weigh-in, it was boiling hot. It was roasting. But I had a couple of boys, me Alex Hughes, who might share a cracking story with him. He's fucking brilliant, he is. So we had the weigh-in and we went to see the doctor. So I walked in, sat down, and the doctor said, "You okay?" I went, "Yeah." He said, "Right, you're fine." I was I just walked off. I had no medical, nothing. They called us out. It was pro Russian, the Russian fight, and. I shook his hand and he tried to pull me towards him, and I pulled him towards me, and I said, "It's an honour and a privilege to fight you tomorrow." I said, "But I will knock you out." And he looked at me and I said, "I will." And I just knew what I had at that stage was more than what he had at that stage, and I knew if I let him and these little moves that he likes to throw and give him time. But having won my game this time, you know, they should have watched me over the years. I don't give a fuck about, like.
He's not throwing a fucking left up lead against you. He'd hope he done a little bit of homework. But it says a lot about him, man, not getting fazed by the name, man.
Well,
because you could easily walk in there, and like you said, there's a reason why they called it, because they think they want to decline.
This was someone who says to me on Twitter, you know, someone said, don't you feel bad? And I said, no.
Why would you feel bad about that?
No, but I said, don't you feel bad? And I said, well, no, because I was brought out there for him to do that to me.
Exactly, and he wouldn't have felt fucking bad.
We got in the ring, we got in the ring, they kept me waiting in this fucking freezing cold fire.
Do you remember the fucking walk-ins? It was amazing.
Fucking bagpipes, fucking bagpipe.
What bagpipe? Me? No!
So I had bagpipes in the ring. Guess the ring is fucking freezing. Guessing the Russian national anthem corner.
And
I swear to God, if you watch, this is when he's coming in now.
All right.
I swear to God, I looked round like I was expecting Drago fucking before I'm such a big rock. I was expecting the Drago painting to come down, and just got in the ring, and then they played the national anthems. And they played the Russian, obviously for him, and they played God Save the Queen for me. And they see me turning on the guy. What the fuck's this, like? You know, he done it for me last time I was in Russia as well. And I don't think he realised it was a set.
Of course he wouldn't.
But it was mad. Got in there, knew what I had to do. You know, he was trying to grab hold of me, tie me up, and I'm just too physically strong. I've always been, you know, I don't like it. I am physically very strong, and obviously when that happened, the place just went complete silence.
Oh, it was dead, yeah.
And you know, everyone always praised me for the way I acted after the fight.
That's right, yeah.
That's no different to what I do.
Oh, they want jumping round.
But that's no different. I
don't think it was a brutal fucking.
I'll show you my first senior amateur fight I was talking about earlier, and I'll show you that. And I do exactly the same thing. I just walk up in the corner. I just make sure he's alright. But if you watch the fight, I don't know if you can still see it. They did show one clip. So he's gone down. Bob Plant, UFC cuts man. He was in a corner. He passed up the UFC to come work with us for the night. He's a great guy. Bob is. He's gone in. He's the first one in the ring. He's attending to Roy. Roy's corner's in. Gary Lockett's in it. So I'm on my knee now, looking Roy, make sure he's okay. Next thing, I spot a hand. It was in the film Bloodsport.
Yeah.
Remember the little Chinese guy? He comes in. He sees that gold top. And
Right.
Next thing, you see a fucking hand coming in.
Yeah.
And this hand is Alex Hughes.
Right.
And he sees Roy Jones's gum shield. He's like, he got the gum shield, I think he won it.
What a fucker, fair play.
What a talented kid that boy is.
What's going on there? Because this is actually one of the things I wanted to ask you, not to go away from Roy Jones for a second, but it seems to be at a minute now, since this BT Sport thing and Box Nations, like the likes of Alex and Liam Williams, having lost to Liam Smith the 2 times, and Jay Harris, they had all this potential coming up when they were getting on shows, and now it's like as if it's just sort of dissolved.
I don't know, mate. I don't know. I feel gutted for boys. Jay Commonwealth champion. You know, the only way he's going to progress. You know, he's in a tough division like Paddy Barnes and Andrew Selby. You know, but the only way he's going to progress is by fighting. You know, and the guy who got him out the other week in Landbassi, he fought a good tough boy. I think he was a bit
down in Yeovil now. I think he was
a bit disappointed with his performance, but I said to him after he was a tough old boy, and you know that's the type of a fight that he needed. Like, but Alex, I think he had problems with his eyes, but he's in talk about talent.
Really,
everyone says.
Unbelievable. I don't, like I said, I don't talk about sparring, but I'll tell you this one. We used to do a thing called a Shark Tank. And Shark Tank is, I'm in the middle, there's a boy in each corner, they have a minute.
Yeah, I
still
hear that,
35 minutes, 40 minutes. Now, because I'm a bit taller than the boys, bigger than the boys, and like I said, like I can box a bit, I can just coast it, you know. Every time Alex come in, he caused me fucking nightmares.
Never.
I won it on the young boys, the smaller boys. I let a couple of fast flies go, I never whacked them. But after the 4th time, he was causing me fucking nightmares. I thought, fuck this. And I whack, little left up the body, and sit on your fucker.
I'll pop Roy Jones's gum shield.
I tell that, but him in Russia, but he brilliant. He's really good. And I'll always tell people that stories. He's only young. And you know, I'm doing it now before he gets too good. Like,
Rockets gym or van.
but in Russia, mate, he was fucking unbelievable. He's one of the funniest boys. I've
When
ever
you,
seen, mate.
I got to ask, because the fucking Chinese whisperer man, the urban myths about the fucking.
The Russia.
When you lost, is it fucking get the fuck out the dodge, or is that a lot?
I lost it when I won.
When you won, sorry, is it like get the fuck out the dodge, or because this isn't supposed to happen, or is that a bit of an urban legend?
Lost that.
Is it really?
We had Francis Warren who come out with us at the time. He had a text off his dad.
Right.
He said, you know, get out there now, like.
Right, okay.
So we did, like. So we
Right.
get in the change room, and who's that guy? Remember the film Showdown in Little Tokyo?
Yeah,
Kurt
Kurt
Russell.
Russell. The Chinese guy in it.
Dolph Lundgren.
The Dolphin.
You talking about Big Trouble in Little
Trick,
China?
yeah.
No, Showdown in Little Tokyo.
right.
Brandon Lee. But anyway, it was this Chinese guy in there, and he was the main star, and he was come in the change room, and I thought,
Oh, right, yeah.
So next thing, this group come in, and they said, you come with us now, and I got my top off, and I went, no. He said, come with us now, and I go, no. So there's a kid in there now, he's 21, 22, got a camera,
Right.
you know, like about $100,000.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
You just pick him up, smash him against the wall, camera smashes everywhere.
Yeah.
Me and Gary like, fucking hell. Like. So next thing, Liam Williams fell through him, he's got a bottle behind his back. He's
Right, yeah.
jumping in the end zone, and fair play.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Alex Hughes has gone, I think I'll wait. So we go up this corridor now with this biker gang who's they're not a friend.
Of course, yeah.
So I talked to him and I said, what's going on? He said, I don't know. I said, don't know what's going on. So Francis stops me and he said, look, we should be going. I said, right, we're always a fucking choice now.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So we carries on and the guy's gone out and he said, oh look, it's nothing to do with you. So I thought, fucking great, and I like you, Francis.
Tell our Francis you're your own.
Yes, when I changed room, I go talk to Roy, he said some great things to me and I thought it was great, and you know, they pulled the other promoter together, and basically the promoter said, I won't go into too much detail, the promoter have said that it's an easy enough fight for Roy. They pumped all their money into it, so they went to see Francis' reaction and stuff like that, and they were happy, and
so they thought there was a collusion.
But that was the end of that was the end of the story.
Yeah.
We were supposed to leave 6 o'clock Sunday night. We left 6 o'clock in the morning.
Right, they got it.
Alex, who was pissed out of his head.
Liam Williams still got the bottle.
Alex, who was pissed out of his head. I won't go too long into the story.
Yeah.
He hammered. He spewed in a limo on the way in.
Right.
He's in the middle of Moscow airport, coming in spew. I made him change. He stripped bollock me. I say bollock me. He had a pair of Batman pants.
Right.
Batman pants. And Francis Warren has a phone call, and it was this guy.
Yeah.
And he said, look, no matter what happened last night, Enzo had so much time for the Russian public and things like that. We'd love to have him out here again. You know,
Quality,
he could fight anyone, and he could pay him the same money.
Yeah.
So Francis Warren's looking at me like that, and he was seeing his mouth, fuck off.
No chance.
No way. Twice I've been to Russia, twice I knocked out the favourite, and I'm not going back.
No. They'd have added like Roy Jones for the Russian national anthem, innit?
That was one of the most surreal
blonde and everything.
There was a matchroom show on that night as well, right?
Gary
And I had you on the TV and I had matchroom on my iPad.
Gary in France.
And I had a Twitter on my phone, and it was fucking hilarious. No, like you coming into the bagpipes, and then Roy in the ring, like with his hand on his chest, right, with the Russian national anthem, and it was just the banter that was coming off Twitter that night, like it was fucking hilarious. And then obviously when you smashed him, everyone was just like, fuck.
Don't know what was amazing. It must be like a fighter thing, innit? To go back now to 3 or 4 years later now, the other week where Roy Jones is in the treetops, random as fuck. innit? Like all the fuck, I was announcing it, Roy Jones in the treetops, you were just thinking, have I fucking got this right now? But like, no, the respect that you two seem to have that night. like you met that and he had loads of time to do and he was
Yeah,
bouncing questions.
I was just a fan, like I was just a fan, you know what I mean?
But he was respectful as well.
Oh yeah, he was great.
You know,
Someone said to him, "Oh, how's Enzo it?" He said, "I tell you, he hits like a fucking truck."
yeah, he did.
And,
yeah.
But no, he was great, and you know, asked some questions. You know, a lot of people who were there that night, they know Roy Jones, they've seen him, I studied him.
Yeah,
I
of
know,
course.
for me, asking questions. I think every time he said who wins a question, he was like a school kid at the back.
Yeah, what was the chances of that? Like that would never happen again. You know, fucking for him to be in there. And the way it worked out as well, I thought it might have been just him talking about his career. Sometimes we after dinner speakers like, but it was like, oh, he's great Q&A. So it was like all the boys. In the end, it was like fucking Enzo and Roy show, wasn't it? Like it was Enzo was just talking. He was like having a chat in front of 100 people, and it was brilliant to see. Like, you know what I mean?
For me again, it was amazing.
Of course it would have been.
And,
Yeah.
you know, in the boxing thing, I met, apart from Gatti, who was one of my favourites. I met and talked to all my idols.
Of
course, I got dinner with Tyson. I tortured him all night. My dad even told Tyson to fuck off. I put Mike on the phone to him and Mr. Maccarinelli says, "You're gonna fuck off and Enzo back on." Yeah. I put him on now and I've gone. I said, "Oh, Dad, it really is." In you, like she's I don't know how to do Mike's accent, but he said, "Oh, Mike, you were great. You were special." He said, "No, sir, I'm not special at all." He said, "No, you were great. You were really special. I got Enzo in the boxing because of you." "No, sir, I'm not. Thank you, but I'm not special." He said, "You are special." He said, "No, sir, I'm not." Next thing, all like in you now, Mike. Fucking listen, you know.
Who's sitting in next to him having steak and lobster?
He's like, yes, Enzo's against hands over his ears.
I think Tyson knew what the Italian style is because of custom art.
Yeah, of course he would.
He was laughing, but you know, it was great. He was surreal. I asked him everything.
Of course he would. Fucking Tyson.
Yeah, I've asked him everything. So. It was amazing for me. Stallone was another one I met. Stallone at dinner with He came in on his own. He went, "Hey guys, I'm Sylvester Stallone." I just dropped the fucking ball. Like, so I tortured him. I had a food to drink. Me and Joe. I tortured him. I was trying to get a Pat and Rambo fight. And then met him again on a Monday for the premiere. Balboa. He said, "Oh, Enzo," I introduced him to my wife, and he said, "Your daughter." He asked me. He said, "The Rocky fan." He said, "Oh, will she be up now?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Oh, can I talk to her?" He said, "Yeah, of course you can." So he put on the phone. He couldn't hear that, and he went on in the corner of 10 minutes on his own.
Amazing.
And
That's unbelievable.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I remember then a year later. I think it was a year later, 2 years later. We were out in Vegas for Joe Hopkins. Of course, in the back of the ring, and I have a touch on the shoulder, and I've got, and they turn around, and Stallone's going there. "Enzo, how's it going?" I thought,
I love
it. The fucking Rocky.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It was for me growing up and stuff like that.
Didn't it go off in that press? Was that the press conference?
No, it was I was going to get on to that. It was the Mayweather Hatton fight. I'll never forget it.
Because you were there for that, weren't you?
Me and Joe. He wouldn't go to the press conference. He was one of them. I'm a boxing fan. So
of course.
We go to the press conference. He said, "No." I said, "Come on, let's go." Oh, then he said, so we've gone over, and then it all kicked off. And if you look close, you can see me filmed in the back. We're dodging not, 33-10.
That was the one where like Hopkins gives it the old no white man is never lose right now. And it was the week after. What fucking tickled me. Don't forget, that was the equivalent of not Mayweather, but fuck, I don't know. That was the start.
At the time,
At the start, Hatton was at his popularity was at his peak, wasn't it? You know what I mean? He's taken 20,000 fucking people to Vegas. For fuck's sake, you know what I mean? That
amazing.
Is, amazing.
You're not going to see that again.
Oh, never ever. Not for a boxer in this country. I don't think boxers just haven't got. The Irish do it for McGregor because the whole country will support him. But I can't see.
Boxing's no problem now, isn't it?
Look, we've got to have boys willing to travel as well.
Look at the Mayweather-McGregor fight. And, you know, from a boxing point of view, a proper boxing fan, you knew what sort of fight that was.
Absolutely,
But what sold that fight was, I wouldn't even say MMA fans. I'm a massive MMA fan. It's not even a casual fan, it's a McGregor fan. It's people who've only gone into the UFC because of McGregor. they actually thought, you know, some of the stuff I was reading,
yeah.
he's the hardest puncher you've ever faced.
I had
He
plenty of
shows it,
arguments about
you
it.
know, and it was mad, and he was talking about this Paulie Malignaggi situation.
That added to it.
But I spoke to Paulie after, I said, what's he like? And he was very open. He didn't, before all the video come out like that. And, you know, and I remember saying to someone said, you fucking smashed Paulie. I said, I don't believe that for 1 second.
No.
Did you see how overweight Paulie was?
This is
He's
my
gone in there as a little bit of get involved.
This is my argument. And I just said, look, I said, I don't believe it. I said, but whether you believe it or not, the facts are, Malignaggi hasn't been in the gym for 3 months or 4 months. He looks well out of shape, and he's gone 12 rounds or 10 rounds. I said he won't go 12 rounds with anyone in the top 30.
Of course he would.
Top 50.
Yeah.
Possibly 50. But anyone in the top 30, he wouldn't go in. And, you know, you've got to get him McGregor. He had to go. He got offered that much money. Fucking, why not?
Yeah.
You know,
Like, that Malignaggi thing done my head in. I felt a bit sorry for Malignaggi because
I think people just
he'd
try to
gone
wind
in
him up,
there.
innit?
He'd gone in there. One as like a pundit, and he's sort of gone out sparring.
I think he did
I
well.
think he
He
felt
He went out to 12 them out, you know. But then he gone in there and they sort of taken the piss of it. They should never have put that video out.
No.
You know, like that.
Like you've always said, you know, if you beat me up, show the full fight.
Yeah,
But it's all
you've
part of
always
the
said that,
promotion.
yeah.
From day one, McGregor's been awesome with the
Oh,
promotion.
amazing.
So, and that's basically just another...
Amazing.
Because you're saying
And
about
what he does, his
Yeah.
timing for MMA is amazing.
You were saying about like McGregor fans. My daughter got no interest in boxing, no interest in MMA at all, right? But she's a big McGregor fan.
He's polarising.
You know, like she watched all his documentaries on YouTube. She could probably tell you which fight is which. Like she say he lost to Diaz and had a rematch. The build up to the Mayweather fight, right, would be me and her sitting out the kitchen watching
the next
YouTube,
press conference.
watching the press conferences, and my daughter going, "That's brilliant." You know, no, that's made me think. He's got something in it, you know what I mean? He got that
He was
X
polarising,
factor.
and he had like Mauro Ronaldo, who's one of the best
best
commentators.
commentators,
Brilliant. He knows his boxing.
Yeah,
he knows his MMA. But Malignaggi, so he had the boxing side. But he had one who was in between two trying to get points of both.
Yeah.
But he knew what was going to happen. Of
course he did.
Malignaggi who knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But he had Brendan Shaw, Ben. Who was basically...
But he was there. He's there.
Of course he was.
Say,
There to do
you know,
that.
I don't think the 170 thought that was going to happen.
No, I was first I did. I was like, I can't fucking listen to him. But then I thought to myself, no, he's there.
Of course he
he's
is.
there to sell our fight.
Yeah.
You know, if they both go on and nah, easy night's work.
Exactly.
And so
Don't sell
Yeah.
it.
It don't become a fucking $1 billion fight then, do it?
You know,
You know what I mean?
it's, like I said, I think I remember speaking to Mark Goddard. And I said, am I jealous of McGregor having all this money for one fight? No, he's worked his ass off to get where he is.
Yeah.
Has he got a chance? I said, I don't think so.
No.
No, I said that. I remember being at a wedding in the night, and the amount of boys were going, oh, he's this. I said, look, he wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
He said, tell me how I said, you tell me nothing.
I've never seen
I don't think you've ever watched that boxing.
He caught Mayweather with an
There was a
uppercut.
good shot.
I didn't want a bad shot, but Mayweather fucking ate it up easy enough. But everyone was like, oh, he landed a punch in it. And I was thinking, oh, give me
The
a
best
fucking
one is,
break. Like,
he landed more punches than Pacquiao.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Only because Mayweather was scared of Pacquiao.
yeah.
And he was
I've
scared
never seen Mayweather walk someone down.
just walking.
I don't think he trained.
Yeah.
But then I think a lot of people think Mayweather going to finish him whenever he went in. Same as if same as if Mayweather do MMA.
Oh, it'll be over as soon as McGregor.
Whenever he wants to finish it, he finishes it.
Yeah.
So
I've never been to the Mayweather gym. No, we're talking about
no.
Never come about like.
No, I was like both times we went to Vegas. It was obviously hot, so I went to all the press conferences, all the weigh-ins and stuff like that. And you know, it was a mad one. Is like I said, met all my idols.
Yeah,
all my idols. The only one I've ever really wanted to meet, apart from Gandhi, is Marquez.
Right, of course, yeah.
Absolutely love Marquez. Best counter puncher.
Yeah.
Combination puncher ever. Brilliant.
One of the greatest knockouts of the last 20 years.
Just studied him for years, right? So we had the Mayweather Hatton So Michael Buffer introduces fighters from ringside. So he calls me up on stage.
And obviously the British crowds all chanting Enzo.
Class.
Oh,
I
amazing.
want to fight again. Like, it's unbelievable, right?
right? Unbelievable. Oblivious to everything else I was. Oblivious to everything else. Nothing at all. Couple of weeks ago, someone sent me a photo. Oh, fucking remember he was on the stage with me?
Yeah.
Who's standing next to me? Marquez.
No!
So devastated.
No
I
way.
could put my arm around him, we could have had a selfie.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't even notice because
Yeah,
he was too drawn into the crowd.
Crowd chanting me in Vegas, amazing, isn't it?
Because what reminds me of that press conference, right? We seen you a week later in the fucking catalogue shop in town.
I like the cat, love the bargain.
This is alright, and it was rumours Enzo was a tight cunt, and I've got he's got a little bit of Scottish ancestry in there, right? That's when he played the bagpipes, and we seen him in the catalogue shop, and we was talking, and my missus said, my missus is fucking oblivious, unless it's import tenant, she don't know what the fuck's going on. Import tenant, she's the A to Z encyclopedia. Outside import tenant, she don't know what day it is like. So she said, he's a lovely boy, isn't he? I said, oh, he knows who that is. Like, I said, you're not going to believe this. I said, last week, I said he was fucking on stage with Mayweather and Hatton, and now he's in the catalogue shop. She said, who's that? Enzo. She went, what a lovely boy. And now anyone will mention Enzo, right? In the says, what a lovely boy. Seen him in the catalogue shop once. Loves a bargain. He's got a new DeLonghi toasters. You know what I mean? And the week before, he's with Kanye West on stage in the Mayweather press conference. Fucking brilliant.
He was out there with Joe Calzaghe then, was he?
Yeah.
As fans.
Yeah, him, and my mate, one of my best mates, Leon James.
Great, it was a great boy, by the
Oh,
way.
Buzz.
So he was like, I know he was training with Enzo Calzaghe and Joe for a long time, but he was generally like big mates with Joe as well.
Only when I started the gym.
Right.
I know Joe and I looked up to Joe, and I think when I joined the gym, I think he said to me it's the best sparring he'd ever had. I don't think he'd ever had competitive sparring with me. He did, and likewise.
How did that move? Was he one man the trainer before Enzo Calzaghe?
No, not in the pro, no, as an amateur.
So-
I did Charlie Peterson, who was Nicky Piper's trainer.
Right.
I just needed a change, so we had a champion, Charlie, and I remember going up to Enzo's for the first day. Yeah, he was notorious for being his fucking workhorse and stuff like that. And I done a session. My brother phoned me, he said, how did it go? I said, yeah, fine. I said, it was alright. I've always trained hard, didn't I? I said, yeah, it was alright. It was fucking, could cope with that. Like, second day, he up there. Second day, I couldn't drive home.
Never.
Car slammed on in front of me. I was too tired to put the brakes on.
Fuck.
I just moved my fingers and just went around it.
But the
Just
people who don't know,
nuts, like.
Enzo Calzaghe's gym.
It
when
was
you think-
basically,
it was basically
Bloody Mike.
It's, very similar to your man's,
Yeah.
only in the middle of a fucking forest. wasn't
No, it was on the end of a rugby pitch.
Right, okay.
And some of that training, I remember, Joe didn't do the training we done.
Right,
but
okay.
He was ridiculously fit.
His cardio was amazing.
Oh man, I've never
of
seen
course,
nothing like
yeah.
that. He used to do 6 mile runs, right? Come back to the gym, you do 15 rounds on the pads, and when I say on the pads, he's hitting about 130, 140 punches a round, right? He's flat out. But he had us fucking, we used to do a 6 mile run. You had steps outside the gym, they were 20 steps, up and down there 50 times. Then we were going to do pads of sparring for 20 rounds or whatever you fucking felt like that day. Then outside the gym we'd have the rugby pitch, we have the barriers, you know, the stands, the supporters come and watch.
Yeah.
We'd have to dip under one, dip under the next one, all the way up about 15 bars, sprint back, 20 burpees, sprint back, 20
Old school, proper old school.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. You know, just train once a day. That once was like 3 hours.
Brutal, yeah.
You could not do nothing the rest of the day.
Don't you think how mad it went? You know, sometimes like a perfect storm happens. Like how many world champions did he have in that little fucking gym?
It was me,
Gav.
Gav and Joe.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, in a little fucking tiny
Yeah,
gym.
I think-
Because I'm sure he had Ring Magazine trainer there.
Yeah, he did.
Well,
He did, and no, he was, and you know, people say he lacked knowledge of boxing and stuff like that.
it's fucking 3 world
Three
champions.
world champions.
He done something right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
He done
course he
something.
did.
He could get that little bit more out of it.
Yeah.
It was just, you know, we felt tired, you know. And I talked about Tobias, and Enzo would be the perfect one for Tobias.
Really? Do you think
He
so?
did come up a couple of times.
Yeah.
Just found which one.
If he could have got him, if he could have got
Oh,
his
100%.
mindset.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Because look at the fights that gym have produced. Like, you know,
Pagey. Pagey would have been, we've always said, me and my brother always said, Pagey would have been the one for Tobias.
Really?
Yeah, because he'd take no fucking shit.
Yeah.
And he would have drilled him at the ground. What he needed, but he couldn't do it that way.
Because you got the fight on them massive shows in the Millennium Stadium as well.
That's
Calzaghe. I can imagine that being crazy.
I was crazy. I was like 50,000 chanting Enzo.
That's fucking. But you had about, how many fights did you have in the Millennium?
Dominguez, Bobby Gunn.
Who was like a proper name at the time, wasn't he?
Well, yeah,
He was
because it was that all
he
that
was
talk when like the
hardest man in the world or something.
the bare knuckle champion of America and all that sort of.
Different game, but he a nice guy. I spoke to him since.
Really?
He's phoned me a few times, and it was mad. I remember the first time I boxed in Millennium, Joe had to pull out, so it was Khan on the bill, Danny Williams versus Skeleton, and me boxing Dominguez. And I was doing the World Cup. So
He was Argentine.
So 8 weeks before, we done a press conference. He goes into this press conference now with his 4 England shirts. And we had like Danny Williams on one, Khan on one, Skeleton on the other, and Maccarinelli. I said, "What's that for?"
Right.
He said, "Oh, for publicity." Frank Warren's press man, Richard Maynard, lovely guy.
Yeah.
And I said, "I can't wear that." He said, "Why? He's World Cup." I said, "I'm fucking English."
Yeah.
He said, he said, "You'll have to." I said, "Fucking not." I said, "I'm fighting on AUG." I said, "He'll have more support there than me." I said, "He'll egg me or something." It's mad, man.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I boxed in Russia. As I'm walking out, they tried to get me an England flag. I said, "What's that for?"
Yeah.
He said, "Oh, the promoter said you've got to..." I said, "I can't."
Yeah.
He said, "You have to." I said, "Well, I can't."
No, I know, it's
The
good.
fight that we called out.
Yeah.
I said, "You have to call out." I said, "I cannot go in the ring with England flag.
Yeah.
I'm not English. Nothing against English, I'm just not English."
Not even the Welsh one. I would be third choice. You'd probably have Wales, Italy,
Yeah.
and then, what said
Great Britain.
Put
Well,
on-
Like I said with that World Cup ban thing, give me an Italy top.
Yeah.
In the World Cup, and as that was he won it that year. The day after I boxed.
Was that the best punch you ever threw?
Yes, Dominguez, yeah. It was,
Did you watch a video I sent you today? The editing.
I've seen it before.
You've seen
yeah.
it before, yeah.
They're a good site, that is.
Oh, amazing. It's one of the best things on
My
YouTube.
two favourite ones, Eddie King and KO Kings.
Yeah, they're
Right,
both
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good, yeah.
But it is Dominguez. I've been used to hitting someone clean, they go in.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is, they go in. I watched a couple of videos of him before the fight. The fight I seen was he fought Valuev, he fought Johnny Nelson, he fought Valuev the fight before me.
Fucking hell.
Five
That's
foot
7 foot.
Hang on,
eight.
we don't know Valuev,
5 foot
anyway.
10, 7 foot 2.
Fucking hell.
And give him a fight, right?
Never.
So I'm like, fucking
Yeah.
all this training we've done with Enzo now, I've done that at the bars and the steps 3 days before the fight. If you watch me closely, I can't walk up the ring properly. You know, my legs are gone.
Fuck, like.
So I've got a ring now, I can feel how tough he was from the start. No, I started the third round, I started getting my timing back. So I popped the jab at him. He's popped the jab back. I've made him fall short. I've caught him coming in, I've thrown a right hand, best right hand I've ever thrown. I fucking smashed him straight in the face. He looked at me, he said, "Good shot."
No.
I fucking shit myself. Honest to God, right? I couldn't have caught him clean that he didn't budge. So I knew I was having a hard
But this is the time where who the hardest puncher in Britain this is.
Yeah.
Because I never get. Frank Warren used to have a boxing column in the Sun every Saturday.
That's
The only
right,
thing
yeah.
I've
He
been
still
interested
does,
in
doesn't he?
reading. Huh?
No.
No, I don't think he does no more, but he'd have a boxing column in the Sun, and I'll never forget around this time. He put a little article as a side piece saying like we've measured Enzo's punch. Probably
Peter.
bullshit was it?
No, Blue Peter.
Oh
It's on
really?
YouTube.
And he was like the equivalent. And it was the equivalent of being hit by a truck.
Yeah.
Right, and that's
full of shit, but it sounds good.
Sounds good, yeah.
A scientist,
Yeah.
something like a 3-ton truck hitting you with 30 miles an hour, like.
That's what they. No, because at that time you were the hardest puncher in Britain, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You know, that's
So he's walked through that straight right hand.
It was just a smiling good shot. I know people smile the high that he did, and he just fucking laughed.
it's not the wall lies, isn't it?
Fucking shit
Fuck,
myself.
yeah.
You know, I've been so used to pinging someone. If I catch them clean, they go in.
Yeah.
God, they work like that. But in the end, it did caught him like, and it was a sweet.
It was a
I
crack.
said that he probably had the best chin in world boxing at the time. Never been down. Like I said, the giveaway about the 9 stone the value of this thing get budged like.
Must have been amazing for him with all these, like what people probably don't really like. before the A fight, you fight in, it's more or less co-main event, isn't it? Because these days you'll have undercards, and then you want to have a world title fight underneath the main event, will you? But you were fighting world title fights under Joe's.
It was my the fan base I used to bring.
Wouldn't mix with it.
Yes, I always remember one fight before I was with Enzo. All the boys, I think it could have been the Bruce Scott one.
Right, yeah.
All the boys chanting Enzo, and it used to be, if you've never been to one, it used to be an echo.
Oh, yeah.
Enzo Calzaghe, they thought he was MC.
He
started waving. The next thing I come in.
He's trying to stop Stacko fighting that Cardiff fan. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's fun. That's life I've had.
It was that.
Go
A
on.
lot of people as well don't realise. Did he fight on the undercard of the Lacey fight as well?
Yeah, for Mark Robson. I fought in the undercard of Hatton Costa-Zoo.
Oh
Well,
my
that
word.
I did
That is
not
massive.
know. I knew
Annie
I
that.
Doherty
didn't
went
know
there.
Right.
Annie Doherty and Pinto.
Yeah.
He watched me, got pissed, went home.
Oh my
Did
god!
one
Probably,
again, Costa-Zoo?
one of
He
the
used to come to watch me. I was at end story.
probably one of the most important fights of the last 20 years, British wise.
Again,
Like, you know.
that night I met so many stars. I
Yeah.
thought it was Winky Wright, the late great Diego Corrales.
Yeah.
I met them all there, and I was a big Gladiator fan.
Yeah.
Massive Gladiator fan. So just before the main event, they call in people into the ring. So they call me in the ring and stuff like that. Next thing, they introduced Russell Crowe. I come fucking storming out the ring. I left the ring. I made a centre photo of him on the side.
Brilliant.
I think it was the day after he whacked the phone of that
That's
reception.
right. Yeah. He's an actually cut. That's a goal.
He's a bit leery when he had a pint,
Yeah.
mate.
No, was saying about Winky Wright and all that. I always remember, like, again, going
Winky,
back
brilliant.
to up the Breens, like, not like an era fight. How lucky are we now to have YouTube, right?
Oh,
and shit
go
like
back
that,
and
right?
watch
I
it.
can go and watch fucking Jack Dempsey fighting in the 30s. It'd be grainy as fuck, but I can see it, right?
yeah.
On the wall at Collins gym, right? We'd have all the, like every other gym, we've got the boxing photos everywhere. And there was a fighter on there that was, every other photo was him. And I didn't know who he was, right? Pernell Whittaker, right?
amazing. Sweet.
Now I went about 10 years knowing who this guy is, but never actually seeing
Seeing
him.
him, like.
I know with you do now, you go
yeah.
back and
Amazing.
see. No, Pernell Whittaker was one of the fucking, he was
Yeah,
maybe
best.
20
He was,
years
yeah,
before
yeah,
me,
he
like,
was,
innit,
he
you know?
was.
And know how lucky we are with YouTube, like
You can see it.
like that Edit King now.
Well, he's got
He
a
put
Pernell
a
Whittaker top 10
compilation of
artists.
your fucking fights on it.
amazing.
How amazing is that for us as fans? And he was a boxer.
Whittaker was brilliant. It was just I would never like him. He beat my hero like Chavez.
Right, yeah. Chavez was another one like that.
Whittaker was amazing.
Like everyone goes on about Mayweather. Didn't Chavez go like 65 fights?
I think more
You
than that.
know what I mean?
More than that.
Yeah.
I could be
Yeah.
close to the 80s.
Yeah.
I think Whittaker was a draw, was it?
Yeah.
Whittaker was a draw.
What was the close one? Meldrick Taylor was a tight one, but he
Whittaker was a
but
draw, and I think the first one to beat him was. See my knowledge now before I get caught out there. I'm sure Whittaker was a draw. I said he beat him, but I'm sure it was a draw.
Yeah.
I think it was Frankie the Surgeon Randall.
No.
I think he was the first one to beat him. Could be wrong.
Yeah,
which I'm
yeah.
gonna slate
I'd say
with when this
you've got
comes
the word
out.
yeah.
I ain't gonna say shit because
No,
I get
not
some
in front of
because
it.
of
But
this.
I'm sure it was Frankie Randall.
But when you get, what was it like? You're a world champion. You've got like 4 or 5 defenses WBO, and then obviously David Hay beats Momek, and then that fight is meant to happen. And what's that build up like from the time it starts getting mentioned to like going through the whole processes? Because at the time it was the biggest fight in the fucking UK.
I'd say it's one of the biggest fights in the world at the time.
Yeah.
Like, let's not play it fucking down UK and Europe. Like, I was looking at the other fights in the same year. People might not realise who's just coming into boxing now. No one realises how big that fucking fight was. That's posters on the road job.
Yeah, I remember.
You know, I was like, and don't forget, Satanta was starting,
That's
wasn't it?
right,
So it was
yeah.
like big on Satanta on pay-per-view.
It was just crazy. It was just it was at a time. I don't think anyone wanted to fight Hay, but you know, I think Frank's openly gone on record and said I've never turned anyone down when they offered me. I could have hung out and I could have had a lot more money, but I wanted a fight and everything went well. A week before the fight, something happened. No excuses because no one made me fight. You know, I lost. I got in there. I am done what I know I can do, and I lost. And it was just but it was just everything went wrong for me all week. Like I said, still something happened. The day of the fight, then there was a picture of me on the paper, and the News of the World, I think it was, holding the FA Cup.
Right.
Enzo's open for a double today. Him winning the title and Cardiff winning the FA Cup. So I'm having a boys phone on the day. What are you saying? I said, I'm fucking. Of
course you haven't said it.
Oh my God.
So you know, it was just one of them days. I knew everything was wrong. Like, but you know, take nothing away from him. He was brilliant.
Don't forget, he was like, you know, I think he lost to Carl Thompson, and he was a fucking mug. Like,
no, but again, that was a
inexperienced thing.
Yeah, trying to finish him off, and you know,
Thompson was tough as fuck, mate.
I remember I think I won Swansea Sportsman of the Year award.
Right.
That day was the last time I seen Pagey. I think he died a week after that, and they announced me to come up on the stage. I was in the back watching the boxing.
Would have you ever any talk of like rematch with A, or was that never ever mentioned?
No, it was never mentioned. No, I don't think it was ever mentioned. Like,
was he the hardest hitter who came up with this?
Braithwaite. Yeah, it was you know, he just caught me. It was his speed, his footwork. He had tremendous footwork. He had tremendous speed. You know, that's probably my biggest regret. Not for the fight. I should have called it off and rearranged. But at the time, I didn't think it was a lot of money. I was thinking. I think my problem was I was never selfish. I thought more about the boys coming up and spending all that money on hotels rather than thinking back. I should have, but I didn't. And like I said, I'm not going to use an excuse. I was fit. I was fitish, strongish, and just didn't go my way.
Yeah.
No one made me.
It was a bit of a different time. I think the sort of people pulling out of fights for their health has become more of a thing more recent.
Yeah, it didn't seem to happen much then, did it?
Maybe.
Don't get me wrong. Every fighter goes in the ring with something like. But if I told you some of the stuff I've had going through, I think it beats mostly.
Don't forget,
it's my own fault. No one else.
Don't forget, it's the fucking magnitude of the fight as well, man.
Yeah,
because that, like I said earlier, that was the biggest fight at the time, wasn't it? That was a massive fight at the time, like, and fucking hell, not just British, but world boxing, like, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were watching the railway, didn't we? Fucking all steamed up.
Yeah.
Fucking 200 people in there trying to show
the Enzo. Because we was in the Mex and Cobley got run over outside the
fucking... I was where people come at me, he was fucking gutted. I said, funny ad I was too.
Did it ever get mentioned that we were fighting Clev, like outside of not just fucking Twitter rumours?
Yeah, I think it did. Once I think Frank made an offer. I remember Ed Robinson telling me that Frank has made Clev. I don't know how much, I don't know how close it was. I'm not saying nothing, because I don't really know. I know something was offered. I've always said that would be a massive fight for Wales.
I would. Who stick that? You know, fucking could probably stick in the Liberty, but who stick that in Cardiff Arena? That's massive. That is.
The mad thing is, they would probably try and sell in Swansea, Cardiff, but it's not like out of the boxing.
No,
I probably with just as many fans in Cardiff and they have Swansea. Like it's just a different thing altogether. Just it would have been great for Wales, ex-teammates, ex-world champions, ex-British champions, ex-European champions. Don't like each other.
Why don't you like it?
So it's a long story. It's a long story. He said some stuff. Someone said something about my boy, and don't sit well with me. Like I'm not a nasty person. I don't dislike anyone, but I couldn't stand him or the family. So I could go into it, but then I started raving and boiling. So I'm not. I've seen what he's put on Twitter lately.
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm hearing he's not well. So as much as I dislike him, if it is a problem, I hope he gets to see someone, because no one should be being affected with that.
Like the different types of people in it, like how we work, social media and Twitter. Like I found you. I was saying the other week to Ryan, I don't think I've ever seen anyone, apart from fucking this Charlie Zelenoff who's come from nowhere. Like Ryan
that's
said,
the 50th fight then.
Ryan said, I have seen people give him shit, but me personally, I've never seen anyone give him shit.
No, I haven't.
Right, on Twitter, you were fucking great, and who really interact with everyone, who always got time for everyone. But then someone like Paul Smith, who I like the Smith brothers, I think Paul Smith was great. Like a lot of people don't like him, but on Twitter, he'll fucking bite, he'll threaten people. Some people gives him even more shit.
You know, I've seen some of the stuff that they've said to Paul and stuff like that, and I've never had that.
No, I've
had a little bit of stuff, but nothing on him. Like,
well, it's because he don't rise to it.
yeah,
He just take
nothing
it off.
on him, like, but I've seen some stuff. I've been said to Paul, and if I was saying to me, maybe maybe I wouldn't fucking go about it through Twitter. Maybe I'd find out who it is. I
think he's got to be some sort of arsehole though, because for all his career he was like a model pro and never did anything, never spoke out like ill about anyone or anything. So most people, I think 99% of people would naturally gravitate to and be a fan of him anyway. He had an exciting style, he was knocking people out all over the front place. There's nothing to really dislike, is there? But there will be people who try to get a rise out of you. But I think if you look through Twitter and see the way you interact with people, it's going to be even harder again to give you shit. Because it's like, Enzo will actually have a chat with me if I send him a message.
I've always been the same. I've always been the same, and to be honest, after my loss and stuff like that, the last fight, the dark place. And to be honest, some of the boys on the Twitter I interact with quite a bit, and they just kept me happy. A little banter with them, had a bit of a wind up. It's one guy's Carl Froch's parody, Foul Crotch. He caught me out once and fucking his mate Scotch Egg, and fucking done me. But it was a point of biting all a bit of banter, all a laugh, and I enjoy interacting. And like I said, I boxed because I wanted to box. I boxed, I wanted to be a champion. It was nothing else for me.
What I like about him on Twitter, it's probably a Swansea thing, like nobody gets quite proud, like, because fucking hell, nobody sees someone growing up fucking from a kid to where he is now, like, and you put something on Twitter, and someone like, Marinelli or the commentator underneath will put, top man Enzo, and I'm thinking, oh fucking Enzo, only because, like, all these boxers from all over the world know you, we've got the fucking famous blue tick next to his name. And then someone from the other side of the world, some boxer will comment, top man, Enzo, and he thinks, well done, Enzo, you've done well here, we've made something like that.
You see how much of a fan I am, right? I had a fucking, one day I woke up, I had a fall off Roberto Duran, right?
Oh my God.
I was a screenshot, sent to the boxing WhatsApp page, fucking have a bit of that. I'll tell you, that's me as a fan, that's all I am.
I'll tell you a great Roberto Duran story is, Roberto Duran's Facebook page is changed now. Roberto Duran's Facebook page was a photo of him and Michael Harris sparring. How fucking mad is that?
Crazy,
Roberto Duran got the head guard on, he's arm in arm with Michael Harris. Huh?
Duran was phenomenal.
Unbelievable. The Four Kings, like probably one of the best boxing books I've ever wrote.
The Duran one's good as well.
Really? Is it?
Yeah. Stone,
Because I didn't watch the Duran film come up, and I haven't
seen
it.
The other one.
What a boy said, it's not as good as a book.
Really, is it?
He said we really actually read the book. He said he'd be happy with the book.
I saw Bleed for this, the Vinny Paz.
I haven't seen that yet.
He
follows me on Twitter as well, so but I will watch actually. That is really good.
I enjoy that.
I'm always bantering about best boxing films as well. And I talked to somebody yesterday because somebody up there likes me was on Rocky Graciano story. Amazing.
Right, so I haven't seen that.
Somebody up there likes me. It's Paul Newman, Rocky Graciano
story.
Right,
really?
But then it's another film that not many people have seen, so get all this you can. It's called Digstown. If you can't find it on Digstown, it's on the Midnight Sting. Brilliant.
Really?
James Woods, Louis Gossett Jr. Brilliant.
About a boxer or just
it's about a boxer, it's a bit of a con artist, but it's brilliant. You can't tell you too much. You've got to fight 10 fights in one night. It's just brilliant.
Really?
Yeah, you'd enjoy that.
It because you box it mad, isn't it?
Oh, I love some.
Yeah,
I gotta find something to do like this. This is when I'm gonna fight again. Because it was the fourth time on Sopranos.
Mate, I've done.
Are you going back to again now? Because I've seen you comment.
I'm back on. I think.
You'll be on
season. I don't want to tell everyone.
No, you said it yesterday about Vito, didn't you?
Yeah.
So I think that's season 4. And at the end,
it's
season 5.
Yeah, Abe's just been.
She's
just told Chris. Yeah.
I've done it.
I would say nothing
because that's where when I started watching them back up until recently. That's where I was at. Was just when Finn saw Vito.
It's only it's only 3 things I can watch again. It's that Entourage.
I've never seen Entourage.
Amazing. Mark Wahlberg's Life. And Only Fools and Horses.
Funny enough, like I said, I watched Sopranos twice, and you've been getting me nearly. I'm thinking, shall I give it another go? Entourage. right?
Brilliant.
They made the film and the film's supposed to be shite, right? And
Nah, that's alright.
right? No, when I first watched Entourage, mate, it is one of the most underrated shows on
it?
TV. Mate, it was fucking brilliant.
He was at a boxing show, I think it was Frank Buglioni versus Chumanov in London. I think it was the day me and Roy
fight
Jones
that
got
was.
Yeah, good scrap.
Me and Roy Jones got set up, we had face to face ever. And I used his face. And I turned around and I was thinking, that's fucking Harry Gold. And this one was going like that. No, that's Mr. Selvage. I said, it's not, it's Harry Gold. She said, it's Mr. Selvage. I said, it's fucking Harry Gold.
What's his real name?
Jeremy Piven.
That's right.
So some guy going like that, it's Jeremy Piven. I said, it's not, it's fucking Harry Gold.
Brilliant character, isn't he?
Oh,
absolutely
amazing,
fucking
best
brilliant.
ever.
He's absolute class, Fergus.
Yeah, we had to talk about The Sopranos stuff,
Oh,
boys,
we'll talk
because
about
we've talked about The Sopranos on here, we massive fans we are, and then it was
Oh,
like,
best-
people
best show
Enzo
ever.
loves Sopranos, just having a fucking chat
Best
about The
show ever
Sopranos.
made. Best show ever made.
Yeah, like I say, you can, I'm on my 5th time round now, and you still seeing new stuff, like,
Of course you are.
you know, you're still picking up lines, or you forgot them now, like, you know what I mean, and it's just so brilliantly written.
I remember, even though I watched it 4 times, like, the film come out, and we were like, I'll do a film.
Yeah. Don't do it, right? Don't get fucking done, you know. Fulio's a nasty fucker. Fulio was like New Jersey's version of Dan Pullman, wasn't he?
Oh, he's got that Paulie World nuts. The first, I think it was the second episode, that year when he got that Amish guy hits him with a bell across the head. That's how I do it.
Fucking quality, fair play.
But one thing I want to ask you about, because a lot of boxers, they haven't really gone into MMA, are they? They sort of like it's like as if boxing's MMA. You're one of the few that's like real big MMA fan, aren't you? You know what I mean? Did that ever cross your mind as like something that could have happened?
Year 2007, 2008, I started doing jiu-jitsu. Absolutely loved it.
Really?
Absolutely loved it at Key. And
Where to then?
I started with Chris Reese.
Right, yeah.
And then I couldn't go to that side, so I used to go with my mate Simon Davis, a big mate of mine.
Yeah.
Been over to Brazil, I think he's a purple belt or brown belt, I think he could be now. I started with them, the Cox brothers and stuff like that. And I'd only been doing it about 4 weeks. And I boxed Braithwaite on a Saturday night.
Right.
Now on the Sunday, I'd gone up to Bristol to watch the boys compete in the Bristol Open.
Yeah.
So as I met, they laughing about. They said, "Oh, fancy going?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going in." He said, "Right then, you want to go me a gi?" I went, "What?" So he said, "I thought, fucking hell."
Actually in the Bristol Open
The Bristol Open. So it was a boy in the weight. It was a boy in the weight from the club. So I wasn't allowed in there. So I was in the super heavyweight. I was only about 88 kilos, something like that. And you've got Enzo Maccarinelli, Mat 1. So go on, I'm shitting myself. I'm out of my depth.
Yeah, of course.
I haven't been doing it long enough to do anything.
Yeah.
So in a club, you start new knees. But honest, you were starting feet, so I got a fucking clue, right? So as I shake this boy's hand, the boy's going, "I've done it." So we're laughing. So we actually fucking. He's trying to take me down. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to avoid being taken down. After 4 minutes, the ref has gone, "Come on, boys,
You've got to do something."
Yeah.
So to that, now I've just gone, "Come here." So I gripped him and I put him in a guillotine, right? Now guillotine, you choke the neck. Now I know, jump up, pull guard, ease it down, simple move. No, I got 110 kilo boy or whatever he is off the floor, hanging off the floor. I'm doing guard.
As if your life depends on it.
You going. All of a sudden, my arm gasses. I gotta put him down. As I put him down, he steps back and he takes that deep breath and so I go, ha. So I double legged him. I didn't know what the fuck a double leg was at the time. I just gripped him.
Rugby tackle.
I picked him up in the end, slammed him on his back, and I won by a point. So in the second one, I was all over this boy, and I didn't have a clue where to do it. I took him down straight away. I was all over it. I done what I was trying to do on the floor. And about 30 seconds left, I put my hand down, and I put my hand down, he chucked me, he sweat me, so he scored the point and turned me over. As he turned me over, he's doing a gi choke where he wrapped the gi across.
Yeah.
So he got the one across, he got the second one across. As he's dropped the second one, I dropped my chin. Just coming across my teeth. It felt like the teeth was coming out.
Really? Oh, my word.
But a bit of pain that I can cope with. So I'm underneath and I'm like, oh, fucking trap me. But if it had been on the neck, I'd have gone. So I lost that by a point.
It's mad how they can use the fucking gi as a fucking
Oh,
weapon.
it's amazing.
That's why
It's a brilliant sport. You know, I'm a big advocate. I got it. You know, when I talked to people on about MMA and stuff like that, and you see they knew it and they say how shit Vanderlei Silva was and
They don't know
what
football.
and I'm like, top. We watch Pride.
Yeah.
They said they were the best at the time. Yeah. You know, you look at Nogueira come over. He won the title. He won more Shoguns
Rampage.
come over. Rampage come over, won the title.
That's another good thing about YouTube, isn't it? You can go back and watch fucking Bob Sapp versus fucking next host. You know,
Oh, mate,
who would have known? Like them Pride shows were far bigger than the UFC because they sell up stadiums.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
You know,
It was ridiculous. It was.
There were some tremendous mismatches as well.
But that's what we made
That
a
was
comment.
bad.
yeah, they
Can't
fucking,
bother.
and it was all fucking steroided up for the
Yeah.
fucking girls. Like,
It was an even playing field.
Yeah.
So saying that, at the time, I think UFC was as well. I think everyone
Yeah,
was.
of course,
You know,
yeah.
Now we're starting to get a bit more stringent. I don't know what they're still doing out in Japan and the Risen shows and
Yeah,
stuff
I
like
think
that. But I used to watch it from a young age, and you know, when I'm talking to people, and I mentioned Sakura, and
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
don't
Yeah.
call yourself an MMA fan to me, you know.
No.
It's just, but no, I'm a massive fan. Love the sport.
Who was your favourite fighters?
It was probably the Pride Boys, Vanderlei Silva. Sort of
I can imagine Vanderlei Silva being
the axe murderer. Fed, I used to love. BJ Penn, I was a big fan of. It was a few of them.
When I started getting into MMA properly, because I think we all saw it as kids, didn't we? You know, you get the VHS from the video shop and they had
I had a rental shop from Caritha.
Right. So like we all sort of did that, but then when I started getting back into it properly, it was really when Chuck Liddell was on top and he sort of beat Tito Ortiz for the second time, and
The third one, isn't it?
yeah, and there was like that sort of period. And then there was a site called MMA Linker, right? And they had every MMA fight you could fucking think of on it. So you know, it's like YouTube for MMA fights. So you just go on there and I'd watch one, and then it would lead to another. So before I knew it, I was watching Pride, and I'd never seen Pride before that day. And then so that's where I started watching Federer Emelianenko. Was like that was the first guy. I was like, fuck me, who is this guy? Yeah. And he had like his fights with Nogueira, his fights with Crow Cop, fight with Randleman when he gets dropped on his head. And then I sort of went on to Vanderlei Silva, Shogun, Rampage. Rampage was the guy that I saw, because he was such a character. You know, the big power bomb on Pedro Rizzo and Ricardo Arona, sorry. And, yeah. And then these guys started making their way then, didn't they? And I remember when Rampage fought Marvin Eastman, didn't he? His first fight in the UFC, stopped him. And they give him a title shot straight away with Chuck, and Chuck at the time was like unbeatable, he'd beaten everybody, and then Rampage just went down him. It was right over the top as Chuck came to the left.
Who was the left up? I knocked him
Vanderlei with the left hook, yeah. And it was like, fuck, I know who Rampage is, do you know what I mean? I knew who Rampage is.
It was just nuts, you had like a first round 10-minute round, but I think he had a yellow card system.
For stalling and that,
So if you want scrapping,
but yellow card's 10% off your purse.
Yeah.
So you don't get a red card, you just keep getting yellow.
But they fucking mad.
So they smash it. People had to fight from the bottom. There would be none of this holding and stalling.
You know, Uzi Fedor, he was at the time baddest man on the planet, and he looks like he walked out of the jersey.
Yeah. And then it's
Still
a
looks
shame.
like that now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a pity. He's like the way he is now. He's winning some, losing some. People don't know the fucking.
Yeah.
The
They
last
don't get the
step,
fuss today.
No.
The generation don't get the fuss.
He was something else, wasn't he?
Oh,
But even though,
Vanderlei Silva and his soccer kicks as well.
when he fought
on the floor.
when Fedor fought Frank Mir a few months back, I was still off my seat, like, you
I
know what I
mean,
mean? When he fucking dropped him, I'm like, fucking yes,
I
go on,
done
Fedor.
I done that. I won't stream much. So I watch it, record it.
Yeah.
If I can't be bothered, if I go to training in the morning, I'll record it. I'll get up early and watch it before I go training. But that you couldn't do it so I stream it. I remember staying on streaming it.
Yeah. Sometimes it's more exciting than a 4 in the morning.
Like, when you watch it, Fedor's on.
Yeah.
Like, I think the best fight I've ever seen, and it's actually a Pride fight, but it was the last Pride show, which was in America, was Nick Diaz and Takanori Gomi, which is like, there may be better fights than that, but that was my favourite, because Nick Diaz, when I was first getting into it, I loved Nick Diaz where he fought, like when he knocked Robbie Lawler out, and then I went back, watched his fights with like Josh Neer, and he lost a lot, and he lost to Diego Sanchez and Joe Riggs and that, but the fights were amazing.
Sanchez,
at that time he was amazing.
He's an exciting fight that he is.
And to see that fight, and I was always a massive Nick Diaz fan, and then obviously by proxy then just a big Nick Diaz fan, because they both exciting.
I
just
Brilliant, isn't it? Entertainment value.
don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
But did they call a Poirier fight off?
No, still on.
It's still on,
yeah.
Because like
That's a good fight, that is.
Poirier's really flying at the minute, and he's beat by guys like. But like, Nate is crazy. Like, it wouldn't surprise me to just see him pull out in that fight. Like, you know what I mean?
They just mad, they do what they want to do. I think that's what it boils down.
That's why they can have 3 years out and still be fucking.
You know, they doing triathlons all the time. I don't know if Nate does, but Nick does, yeah.
Yeah.
So they always super fucking cardio.
I think Nick got to be done now. I can't see him because he's in his he's only in his early 30s.
He's had some hard fights.
He's had some tough fights, and to have the spell out of the ring that the cage, that he's had, it's hard to come back to get to that level of fitness as well. Like.
You go, like you said, that the ring wrestler, like McGregor against Khabib. You know, we all know Khabib takes him down, it's over. But McGregor can catch him.
On the way.
Yeah, of course. Especially after Khabib's last fight, didn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Khabib, I don't think Khabib would try and stand. I don't think he would try and stand at all. But then you look at the ring rustiness of McGregor, whose timing is superb.
Yeah.
But will that be?
Yeah, of course. After 2 years, really, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 2 years. Yeah, that's what makes that fight intriguing, because most of us who know him may look at it and just go, well, Khabib gets him down, and it's
is that chance?
But there's always
that split chance.
Yeah.
He stands too long, because Khabib's hands are terrible. His defence is terrible.
Yeah. Because he was getting lit up at times by Ali Aquinta, wasn't he? You know, he was just walking into shots.
But again, is it because that he knew he could do
what he wanted?
And he'd been training for another fight,
he was
looking
at a lot of things.
Yeah.
And, you know, I've always said Khabib, but I don't know. I don't know. I can see McGregor catching him, coming in. I do.
As a story, you want personally, I want McGregor because that's
more entertaining for us as fans to see McGregor win, because then McGregor fights again. Or what you want is McGregor to win, and you want Nate Diaz to win. So they do the third one.
Do you think so? Yeah.
I think that's with Dana White. If he could choose, you know, I think that's what he'd go for. Because the third Diaz fight is fucking monstrous.
Yeah.
Because it could be said that Diaz didn't lose a second one either. I'd have to watch it again. I only watched it at the time.
I think he did. It was close.
It was very, very close. I had McGregor winning, I think, but I'd like to see it again. Like, you know what I mean? He doesn't feel like he lost that one.
Well, no. McGregor says to John McCarthy, see. Yeah, I seen like a video and McCarthy pulls them both into the ring, and McCarthy says like great fight, more or less says you proved you fucking bollocks, but they're like, you know, said he proved everything there, and he said, did I win? He said, I don't know, sir, I'm not sure, sir. Big job, so McGregor's not sure.
It was close. It was
very close. So.
You know, Taylor rounds, wasn't it? Well,
I think that's the fight that they would love to do. That's the big fight.
But then Khabib's he is a monster.
Yeah,
he is a monster. If he does go down, I think he's more than capable of holding him there.
Yeah.
But anyone who's wrestling bears as a kid,
if you don't get him away out of the first round, the fight starts at his feet again for the second round. So you give McGregor that chance. I don't think he can finish him with ground and pound in the first round. But we don't know.
Yeah.
What did you think? I was watching a lot of IFL this week, and this is a question Coogan Cash is asking fucking everybody, right?
Cool.
Obviously you met Coogan a million times. The last interview.
As it happens, I seen him last week, and I seen probably going for that. And the time before that, I seen him.
At the ice rink?
No, Frank. Yeah, I seen him in the ice rink. But at the time I seen him for that, he was in the Emirates Stadium in the box, Frank Warren's box. Arsenal against Swansea's big Arsenal.
Right, yeah.
Swans won as well. So
But that was the last interview that I'd seen you on IFL. I was on the ice rink at it. Fucking freezing it. I went to watch Liam Williams and Gary Kokora in it, and it was bastard freezing.
I think I was working, hadn't I?
You were, because I saw you there, yeah.
He was working.
Yeah, we had paid extra for these VIPs. We were in the front
fight
row.
kicked off, wasn't it?
A massive one. That was up the opposite
'Cause
side. from
I
us.
had two boys with me, Will and Shea O'Donnell.
Right.
They were in the crowd when the fight kicked off, so I was supposed to be commentating, and I run up to try and get them, like, they were loving it.
Yeah, because you were doing the talking heads with like the punditry bit with Jim Rosenthal and Steve Bunce, right? It was you, Steve Bunce, and Jim Rosenthal was doing the thing. Because literally, we were in the first row of the crowd. You know, obviously you've got the inner circle, haven't you? But we were in the first row of the crowd, so we could see it. And that's what was amazing about that night, was I get to see everybody.
It was great.
But it cold.
Oh, freezing.
It was fucking. We turned up wearing like in polo shirts, and then I seen that interview you did with Coogan the other week, and it's like one of the first things you said is fucking freezing.
It's bolting.
Do you have many, no one who do the not the punditry and all that, do you have like set in stone over a few months, or is it literally you have the call? Because I think a lot of matchroom is jobs for the boys, and they love Bell, who were really good at that. And yet you don't seem to like having as much work as I think you should.
Well, no,
have.
you were on Box Nation for pretty much every show for a while, weren't you?
Yeah, I think with me, if Box Nation allowed me, they got to pay me a little bit extra for travel.
Of course, yeah. Because you are the end of nowhere.
And it was a point where I was doing the night show. So I was doing the night show. I'd done a Pacquiao show once. I'd finished at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was in my house by 8 o'clock. I had my boy down South Gower. I was going to be at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I was doing that. So, for the sake of a couple of quid. But to be honest, I would, because I enjoy talking boxing. I'd like to think I'm a bit knowledgeable. I can talk a little bit.
You showed that in our Welsh show the other day.
When you were on that, right, on Cigar, I always said this on the podcast, the week after it, I was sitting there, my missus was out there and the kids was having food, and I went, Teen, Enzo's on the fucking TV, because I wasn't expecting him to be on a Matchroom show, like, and she was like, what do you mean? And I was like, as if she'd give a fuck, like, but I was like, fucking Enzo's on a Matchroom show.
Fuck off, I'm burning the chicken chasseur,
in my head, I was like, you must be signed under some sort of contract with Box Nation. That's what I thought, like, you know what I mean? So to see you, I was like, fucking hell, how they managed to swing us?
I've always been good friends with Ed Robinson, who works with Sky. And,
brilliant, by the way.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy as well, and he messaged me a few weeks back. He said, do fancy? I said, yeah, no problem at all. I get paid, I get to sit ringside.
Perfect.
I get to watch what I want. Like
an hour up the road, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was easy enough to get to, and simple. So if I am asked to do more shows, I'll do them. Like,
so you got to hope now Codina fucking really gets
yes,
up, because they get more shows in fucking Wales end, so you can get on there.
I think that it's I just find out who's on, and I have a little luck. But I watch so much boxing.
Comes second nature.
I know most of it. Like I know what. When they ask me to say what he should be doing and stuff like that, I go into coaches more, which is what I am now with the boys. So I enjoy it. Like,
what to do? This is what I was going to say, really, because I watch IFL. It's like this my fucking top of my thing on YouTube. I love it, right? And all this week, the first thing he's asking people was, not the first thing, but the main question was, did you see KSI versus Logan Paul on the weekend? And what did you think of it?
I thought it was garbage.
It was a scrapple.
No, I would. It was.
I bet just I haven't seen it.
Again, it was two boys. If I'm honest, right, for a complete and utter novice, Logan Paul looked half decent for the first few rounds. We run out with Steve and KSI come on top. But my boy, it's mad how YouTubers.
Crazy.
At the end of the day, again, someone said, they made more money than anywhere. I couldn't care less. They got a franchise.
Yeah.
They said, white collar. It's not white collar. White collar's a doctor. White collar's a banker. The YouTubers. But they had a bit of beef. They settled it. They earned money.
And they'll probably do it again.
That KSI, fucking hell, of course he's going to do it.
It was one fight on.
Was it the guy that was doing the floss and shit?
Right, fuck, watch that shit. My boy, I'll be honest, right? Any boxing's on, I'll never ever get a stream. I cannot handle
the buffering.
No matter what it is, no matter how much.
The only buffer he wants on the screen is Michael.
No matter what I got to think. So on that night, I said, look, if anyone got a stream, I begrudge paying it.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to
I
want to pay for
begrudge paying it for him, right? But in the end, he wanted it, so I paid for it. Try and get it to watch in Barrera Morales. KSI logo, yeah. But he come down, he showed me one fight, and I can't remember what fight it was. Fair play to them boys, right? Completing at the novices, absolute garbage technique. They put it all on the line.
They torn it
And
out.
you can't fault that. You know, his the standard was terrible.
Oh, of course it was, yeah.
But
yeah.
the actual fight, it was two boys, 3 rounds, just punch lumps in each other.
yeah,
You know, I'd be happy watching it.
What people got to understand is their whole lives is reality TV.
Yeah.
They film their lives day in, day out. As mad as it sounds to our generation, our age, this fight they had just happens to be a chapter in their reality TV
look at the
life.
crowd, look at the crowd.
Crazy,
You had someone talking to I can't remember who they were talking to, but they were mentioning something about they're going to take over boxing fans. Them fans there, aren't they?
They weren't boxing.
I don't think they've ever watched the fight.
Of course they wouldn't have.
No, because they wouldn't know any different, would they?
No.
They wouldn't know they were watching shit, would they? Because they've never seen
you know,
boxing.
it is what it is. Can I slang it off? This technique, yeah. What they doing? They made an opportunity to make a lot of money.
You can't knock them for that. That's what I would say.
You
Yeah.
know, but it was like the funny thing. It was like I think announced KSI as the undisputed world YouTube champion. undisputed world YouTube
You're fucking
champion.
kidding me.
Oh God! Logan Paul's brother, and he won a WBC belt in hours. And he was in the corner with Logan after, and he had the belt round his waist.
Oh my word.
It was just fucking nuts. It was just absolutely crazy.
Right, let's run through a few things because lots coming up. Paddy's going to get fucking BT Sports.
Brilliant.
What's that?
Photo of the fucking belt, like.
Oh, that is ridiculous. They're cracking belts, when they then WBC ones.
I don't know. Fought for one.
The WBSS final, Groves and Smith. How does that go?
I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's a good quality 50-50 fight.
Yeah.
Someone said to me a day, if Callum gets his jab right, he can dictate. Yeah, he can. If Grove gets his jab right, he can dictate. I just think it's a good fight. I think obviously Callum hasn't fought knowing what Groves has fought. Callum is fresher. I think Groves is carrying an injury. I don't know how healed up it is. I think it's a good fight. Am I going to put my neck on the line? No, because I'm not getting paid. That's why.
My little brown envelope.
Yeah, I know.
I'll fucking keep it now. AJ Povetkin.
AJ, but I think he could be a bit tougher than people think.
I think so.
Yeah, I
too.
agree, yeah.
I think people are just they're acting like Povetkin.
No, I think it's from because of David Price. David Price hits fucking hard.
David Price can wobble in.
David Price hits hard. You know, he's dropped AJ's one, and I think AJ's come out and said that. I don't fancy AJ winning. I fancy winning by brutal stoppage as well. But I think he might have to get off the floor, or he might have to go through a shaky little minute. Like.
This one, I think it's probably out of the fights that are coming up. This is one I'm looking forward to a lot. Like Billy Joe Saunders and Andrade.
I don't know. I
can't say I've seen enough of Andrade.
Quality.
I see one. I think it was his last fight.
I think Billy Joe's the bigger guy. I think he's in the right gym for him now with Dominic Engel. I think he's come on leaps and bounds. I think it'd be a tougher fight than Lemieux, because I think David Lemieux was the sort of fighter made for Billy. Same as Gassiev with Usyk the other week. Usyk looked amazing. I think if you could pick one person for him to look good against, it'd be Gassiev. I think I'm gonna go for Billy on points, but it'd be a lot tougher than the David Lemieux fight.
Triple G and Canelo.
I'm gonna go for Triple G. I thought he won the last one.
He did,
I think obviously with the PED accusations,
it's good for boxing if Triple G wins.
Canelo looks a lot slimmer than he did last time. His head looks a little bit smaller. It does. You see some of the photos. Ever since his body.
Do you see that? You see that handshake?
Oh,
we see that.
One Golovkin.
Yeah.
Golovkin's got. Golovkin's. he's got a fire, you know. Yeah, to be honest, you know, is he past his best? I don't know, but he's close to it.
Are you mates with Bellew?
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really top right.
Yeah, because I saw an interview with him ages ago, and I think it was IFL again, and this was probably 2 years ago now. And
Talking about fighting him there.
talking about,
And he
and he said no. He said,
And he said he's really good boy, you know.
So how do you go back? How does that come around?
It was mad. It was like I only met him a couple of weeks, and I lost a fight with Alexander Franco, and my jaw broke. And like I said, I met him a couple of weeks, and I woke up from surgery and turned my phone on.
Yeah.
First message, Tony Bellew. Hope you okay, mate. And you know, when I came back, I liked Evie. He said, I'm glad to have you back. Stuff like that. You know, just little interactions like that.
Yeah.
And I speak.
He didn't have to do that.
No,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. He's a top boy. You know, some people like him, some people don't. But he's a top boy. He's salt of the earth guy. He's a guy you go to the pub with in a few years' time. And chat with him.
I think before IFL TV has like changed my opinion on a lot of fighters, because you see him in a different light to what you see him in.
Coogan, he's
very
got,
good
he's
at
got
what he
that
does.
sort of into it. And new kid as well. Someone slagged him off the other day.
Oh,
I think he's got.
What's it?
Uma.
Yeah, Uma. And I was wondering, same. People want to hate, don't they?
Of course they do. It's just he was looking for something to pick on and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I think with the Bellew thing, because like when with him and Cleverly, you don't see as much as Bellew. I hadn't seen as much as Bellew then as I have now. Like personally, like the IFL interviews and whatever. So like because Clev's Welsh, you're supporting Clev, and Bellew's the Gobby Scouser.
Yeah, corner kind of fight.
We're all Wales. You said that yourself earlier. And then so wasn't a bigger fan of Bellew until I started like really getting into IFL, which was probably 3 years ago or something like that. And then you see it complete. He's quite tidy boy, isn't he? Do you know what I mean? And
he is.
And I know that when he comes off sometimes, if you just see the Sky Sports things with him, you'll probably think he's a fucking prick. But when you see, he does seem, like you said, down to earth.
Yes,
nice
he is.
fucking bloke,
I see some things people say to him and stuff like that, and he is a tidy boy. You know, I can't fault him. Like I said, I only know him a couple of weeks and for him to text me that.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
The night that he boxed Roy Jones, he boxed Masterneck.
Right.
One of the first texts I had was off him.
Really?
Yeah, the same
Oh,
night.
So that's what I was watching you then. That was the matchroom show.
Master
the same night. Yeah.
Yeah, so he was one of the first texts.
Because that ended up being a good fight, didn't it, with Master? He had to win the last 2 rounds or
Yeah,
something,
he did,
and he came out, he did, yeah.
So
I remember that.
I phoned him the next day, we had a chat about the fights and stuff like that, and like I said, tidy boy.
So, do you think he got a chance against Usyk?
Yeah, I do, and you know, am I saying he's going to win? I'm not sure. You know, I think Usyk is brilliant. He knows, Tony Bellew knows Usyk is brilliant. But like I said something the other day, Tony Bellew has a lot more tools to his game than Gassiev. And you know, he's going to be just as tall. He's going to have just as much range as him. He can move his feet. He will not throw one punch at a time. So, like I said, am I going to say he's winning? I don't know. If I had to edge, I'd have to go to Usyk. But you know, with the earnings coming up the heavyweight, I think that suits Bellew better. Rather than him coming down, I think it's a lot harder for Usyk than people think.
Pretty good fight. It's been signed. It is out.
I don't think it's been signed yet.
It's close.
It's close though.
Yeah.
I was watching Eddie Earn interview yesterday, and he was saying it's fucking there goes. But I think it's going to have to be a cruiserweight, because the only reason Bellew wants to fight is because he wants all the belts, and then that'll be it. That'll be the fucking end of it.
Right off into sunset.
Like with Bellew, I think, and even myself, as being a majority of people, they've written him off in the past. I never thought he had hope of beating fucking David A. And then he wins it, and then, you know, obviously David A may have been a little bit short then over the hill, but he's got that in him to beat Usyk, I think.
I think, like I said, I think Usyk is brilliant. I think Usyk does everything right. But he's got more tools to his game than Gassiev. He got more tools to his game than Bradis. So it's an interesting fight. I think it's going to be a lot tougher than people think. I don't think Usyk thinks it's going to be an easy walk.
No, he looks too smart for that, and too schooled.
You know, I'm good when Klitschko fought AJ. I think Johnny Nelson out there to watch the sparring, and he said Usyk is handling Klitschko.
And there's a big
he's like, but the way he acquitted himself in sparring, you know, he was brilliant to watch.
Wilder and
I fancy Fury. I don't know, I think it's something in him, he's telling me once this fight he wouldn't take it otherwise.
Yeah.
But then again, you look at Fury, Wilder, and you just think once he lands that bomb, that's a bomb.
Yeah.
And it's his awkwardness.
Unorthodox as fuck.
Yeah.
But then what I've always thought is, I thought AJ Joshua suit Fury.
Yeah.
I think Fury has an easier night against AJ.
Do you think so? Yeah.
Than against Wilder. But I think AJ has an easier night against Wilder than Fury does. I think styles make fights.
The three, they go round like that.
I think Wilder's unorthodox, he can catch him and swing it all round right. AJ's nice tight defence, you know, he's sort of compression down. That is made for Fury on his toes moving around.
Yeah.
Fury standing up tall, Wilder throwing that stupid bomber right down. It's a stupid bomber again.
Because what he does a lot, Fury, is he leans back in straight lines, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He was doing it against that the first boy he came back, Sefer Safari, and I was thinking, I was looking at that going, fuck me, Wilder chucks it.
Yeah, but if
right
you
out
think
the top.
about it, right? I remember speaking to Danny Williams about Vitaly Klitschko, and he said what he does, he leans back, and he said you got his hand up there. So once you get past the range of his hand, you've got another foot to go to catch him. Of
course,
So I think that's what Fury does. Fury's clever. Fury's got good boxing brain. You're really good.
They're
boxing
talking
brain.
like people are saying, I know it's another thing because you see people like to hate Fury, you know what I mean, and they're saying that he's just cashing in because
Maybe he is. We don't know. Maybe he's in it, but I don't think he did.
I don't think
no,
so.
I think he fought Panetta the other day, and you know, people slagged him off. I'm not sure whether you remember Tyson Fury as.
that's
That's
we
exactly
talked about
what he said.
literally
That's
last
where he
podcast.
fights. Like,
I know we talk about the Klitschko fight. You know, I'm arguing again with these people. They've only watched Andy Joshua. You know, they see me as Klitschko. Don't get me wrong. You watch Klitschko and Joshua.
It's a much better fight.
Joshua took more boxes. He took loads more. Fight was phenomenal. Performance-wise, got to give it to Fury.
of course you are.
And I've always said, could a Fury beaten Klitschko the way Joshua did? No.
Right.
Could Joshua beaten Klitschko the way Fury did?
No.
Styles make fights.
Styles make fights.
So I don't know what they were expecting when he come back. I think the first fight back,
He was messing about.
I didn't like it. I was a type of opponent he should have had for his first fight back, but I just didn't like watching it. After the second round, he started getting things properly, and then he got good against Pineda. He done what he wanted. He tried. You would see him. He was sort of doing the Ricky Hatton, slip the side.
Yeah, he's done that a few times.
And you know, he was just trying things out because he knew he was in no trouble at all. And you know, I'm sure people thought that he was going to go out there and just blow him away. You know? I think he could have if he wanted to do, but that's not his style.
Have you had many interactions with the Furies?
I've spoken to Tyson Fury down on Twitter. You know, I've asked got a big got a charity football match coming up soon. Raising money for mental health. So I've asked a couple of boys. So you know, fair play straight away. All of them said I got a Deontay Wilder signed glove. I got a Tyson Fury glove. Tony Bellew, George Groves. I got an EastEnders plaque signed by the cast off Jake Woods. So you know, I got anyone who asks, it was good enough for you. Like.
Yeah, that's good. Last one I got yet is Frampton and Warrington.
Frampton.
Yeah, I can't see that. But then
I can't
again,
see him.
I thought
I can't see him doing it again though.
I thought
the week before the week before Warrington fought Selby, I said on here this could be another Steve Robinson job, like because everyone was picking Selby.
Yeah.
And I just thought like Hatton Costa Zoo, the crowd, everything.
Warren-
Selby was in
Warren brilliant,
and I don't think he can have that night twice.
Warren was brilliant that night, but I don't think Frampton done. Is it an excuse him struggling for the week? Yeah, it is. Is it anyone else's fault? No. You know, he's it's like I heard Selby, you know, they said about him he should have given up. He said, I'm not going to give up my belt. And he was right, but I thought Warren was brilliant that night.
he did.
He was great.
I thought he outboxed the boxer at times. I thought I just can't say.
I actually saw that the fight went completely opposite to the way I thought it was going to be. Selby was pushing forward with Warrington counter punching, which I
thought Warren
would be
brilliant.
the other way.
I think he just played. Selby just thought he was going to come at him, and he boxed a different style. And I thought it was great, but I can't see him beating Frampton.
No.
Again, I don't think it's an easy night for Frampton by all means, but I just can't see him beating it.
Done.
Well, no, not yet. Was the future hold?
I'm gonna turn out a lot of champions from a boxing gym, which I've done last year, and I got a food squad in this year as well. And I will have one more fight.
Is it really?
I will have one.
We got a bit of exclusive.
I got with my own. I wouldn't say I was suffering from mental health or something like that. It was just something niggling at me, and it's something there. You know, I'd done a bit of sparring the other week, and if I'd have been garbage, which I was for the first couple of rounds, I was alright. I got into it, and I felt there's something, I won't mention names, but it got a bit easy towards the end. Like,
if you hadn't said that it was on 49 fights, that would have changed my mind. If it would have ended on the Roy Jones fight, that would have been a great way to finish.
Yeah.
But now we said 20 on 50 is just a bit special, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just love to have one fight where I do everything right. I've never done everything. Like I said, the injuries I've gone into the ring with, I've gone in with a broken nose. I've got a corneal abrasion when I can't see out my right eye. I literally went in the ring where I couldn't see out my right eye.
That's not
good.
The Bremer fight.
Yeah.
You know,
really?
A week before I had the eyesight started coming back. So when the eye went, I didn't know that. I just thought I'd got an abrasion against him, fucking bothered me. You know, people say great, I just thought I was blind. I thought I'd gone blind, so it was
because that fight wasn't.
It was no way I was pulling out that fight. There's no way in this earth. I could have gone a draw or whatever, which worked. But it was just no way.
When you see Bremer and Cleverly the fight, then was you even more pissed off than it didn't?
Yeah, it was. It was a different Bremer. It was a different Bremer.
You softened him up, didn't it?
I remember it was in the press conference after the fight. I started my top off. I had the ice pack on the eye and stuff like that. And I think Carly Sauerland, who's a legend, by the way.
Is he really?
Yeah, we're a big fan of
Carly. Yeah, big fan.
Yeah, he's brilliant, he is. And he just said he could go again. I said, give me a coffee, I'll go again. So there's no problem at all. So, and they talked about him, and what he said was, I knew I'd never have a fight again. He said I'd never been hit so hard. He said he didn't even catch me. He said he hit me on the shoulder and the arms, and he said, and I'm thinking, fuck, if it was one, I nearly caught with the body shot. He just dropped his hand there, and I seen him wince through the hand. But I just knew I should have had. I thought I should have had one, but them doing their jobs, I weren't entitled to one. So they weren't going to give me.
You felt they were needing
even to this day, right? If Gary hadn't pulled me out, I still reckon I would have got them, and I still reckon I would have knocked him out. But Gary done the right thing with pulling me out. So I remember in that round he pulled me out. I know before I said, "Oh, give me one more, Gary." I'll go guns blazing. I come back and I said, "Gary, go on one more." He said, "I can't."
You just carry on with it.
So I can't. It's like a state of my fucking face.
I wanted fans with
Gary's brilliant.
the injury wanted fans, didn't it? Because people who was half and half would have all looked at that and everyone was like, fucking hell, fair play. You know,
no, I was just grown up. Maybe I've grown up watching too much Gatti and stuff like that. It was just maybe that's the way I thought. I'd rather entertain. I'd say lose, but I'd rather entertain and make people happy rather than having a fucking boring pick apart.
What type of fight would you try and pick for your 50th?
I don't know.
Because we wouldn't want to go.
To be honest,
I
wouldn't mind just having anyone, and I might think to myself, "Why? So God, I might want a couple more." I don't know. You know,
to a great neck,
I probably fitter, stronger now. I'm carrying less body fat than I've had for the last 10 years. All to do with diet. You know, I think see my boy playing rugby and playing football. You know, I'm happy. I'm at the age I can still do everything with him.
Who's he with? Who does he play for?
He plays for Penland football.
Right.
They were formerly Brunel, Andrew Bates.
Yeah.
Coach and Richard, and he plays for Bowling in the rugby.
Really sporty, really active.
He went from football. He used to play Sunday last year, so he went from a Sunday to a Saturday. So I said, "No, fans playing rugby." He said, "Oh, I don't play tag, like." I said, "No, it's gone tag." And he said, "Oh, I'll have a go, like."
Oh, fair play.
So they said, "Oh, can he play Saturday?" And I went, "Nah." He said, "Oh, he don't know what he's doing." He said, "He's tough, isn't he?"
Yeah.
So after 6 months, they offered him Swansea District rugby trials.
Oh, amazing.
So he went down there and he went and he got in as well. So he's
nice to see the name. Nice to see the name card.
He's worked very hard at football to get what he is, and he's he's a really good player and he's got a good team. But I think he just stands out with the rugby.
Yeah.
He's slight. He looks skinny, but he's freakishly strong. They want him as a back, but he went to go to forwards.
Game was fucking.
He'd rather hit the tackle than score a try.
Yeah.
He's nuts, he is.
Where he gets that from,
His
isn't it?
mother. I think he's going to 15 aside this year. He's going flanker. And then so he's going to be playing football on Tuesday, Saturday, rugby training on Wednesday and Thursday, football on Saturday,
He'll be
rugby
busy,
on Sunday.
Fair play.
Mate, like I said, he'd do what he wants. You know, I thought I wanted him in a box. I don't want him in a box.
Was that like a conscious decision yourself? Fuck that, he's not
No,
having the boxing.
I would never say that.
Let's say he came to you and said, Dad, I want to go in the gym.
Yeah, 100%. You know, I could not say, when I'm telling these parents that they sons in safe hands with me and stuff like that, I could not say no to him for any other reason. You know, there's a couple of kids who want to fight me, the parents be thinking, look, they don't have to fight, they can come up and gym in the gym, they love it up the gym. I got a cracking squad of boys, and like I said, people think I rule with an iron fist. I don't. I think they all respect me because of the way I am. I don't have to shout, I don't have to scream. They all get on with their jobs, they know not to mess around with me, but they don't have to because they're all good kids.
Yeah.
And last year, I think we had 40 fights last year from the gym. I think we lost 4 or 5. So,
Fuck, I said,
so every one of my boys look fitter and stronger than
Yeah.
anyone else. And I got a couple of good kids up there as well.
When they see you doing it, you're leading by example, and when they know you can go out, and if you said to them, I'll fucking do it with you, then they know you can do it. And they gotta keep track, you gotta keep pace.
Every now and again, I'll go in and I'll do a bit of sparring with them. So sometimes I do 20 rounds a night sparring. No, it's not too hard, like, but it's a couple of that to put in their place. I won't mention his name, but he questioned I was too old. So,
You took the left hook in the body?
Left hook in the body, and I going, not too old for him yet.
I hope the gym.
Kid.
Worst fucking story. I was training in the same gym as Enzo once, and I had one of the worst fucking nightmares I've ever had, right? Remember Wheelo's gym in Kampala?
Wheelo.
Fuck yeah,
Okay.
right? Enzo was always in this gym. It was like weights one side, boxing gym the other side. Enzo Tobias always in there. Fucking always say hello, like, you know, as they always do. Like, always nice to see him in there. Like, one day, nobody on autopilot going in the gym. Who runs in, who says hello to a couple of people, who walks up the stairs. Enzo's in there, says hello, I like Enz, and they're like, Wheelo Tobias looks at me fucking dull, right? And he said, what are you doing here, Pad? I said, I just come to the gym, like, you know. He said, Pad, you're fucking serious. I'm thinking, cheeky cunt. I might be a fat cunt, like, you know, but we can all do a bit, like, you know. We won all world champions, like WBO, right? He said, Pad, have a look round, you twat, right? There'd been a fire in the gym, right? It looked like 9/11 in there, right? It was only them in there. They was in there assessing the damage. I'm there with a fucking bag, ready to go and fucking hit the fucking bag. I looked down, it was black in it. He went, Pad, get the fuck out, you twat. The fucking fire brigade only left half hour ago. Tail between your legs, fucking gone, like, fucking brilliant.
Eds, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Amazing. I thoroughly enjoyed the first part. I think done a Sky Sports podcast was the first.
Oh, that's
fuck,
fuck Ed Robinson.
Brilliant.
Fucking gentleman. Thank you very much. I fucking loved every minute of it. Cheers. We're out for this week. We're going to be back next week. It's the anniversary show next week. 1 year on the fucking podcast. Who'd have fucking thought it? The Big Mac for the 44th. Thank you, Ends. We're out here.
Top man.
Ambition is critical.